Welcome to another Genshin Impact video. Today I'm back in Mondstadt because there's of course a new Archon Quest here and I'm really excited to finally play this one because Mondstadt has a special place in my heart. I mean, it's probably like that for most players, right? Because it's the first region. It's where we arrive at the start of our journey in Teyvat. But also some of my favorite characters are still from Mondstadt. Two of them are in my team currently, Jean and Eula, who are also two of my first 5 stars. Jean was the very first 5 star I ever got. And Eula was like, I think, the third or fourth 5 star. Not sure exactly. But yeah, they've been with me for a long time in this game. And today, we are finally gonna return to their hometown and see what's going on here. Something involving Albedo, if I remember the livestream correctly. He's on trial for something. I think murder, they said in the livestream. But yeah, let's see. Let's find out what's actually happening in the City of Wind. Okay, seems like the quest starts here. Return to special story mode. Okay, that's new. Usually it just starts when you enter the area where the story takes place. But apparently now you actually have to click on this thing to start this. I actually like that. Because sometimes it was really annoying actually when you just had to do something in a certain area but there was a quest there and then it just triggered the quest. Even though you didn't really have time or didn't want to do the quest right now. So if this is now the new standard, that you actually have to, you know, click on the quest to activate it, then yeah, that's actually a good change. So let's do this. Ooh, monster looks so good. The Windbloom Festival, right? It is beautiful, Paimon. Okay, let's go talk to Catherine then. Hello, Catherine. Okay, no commissions, but that's fine. I already did my dailies today. Something unusual. What? What is going on? I mean, there are almost no people here, but I guess it's kinda normal. There never are that many people in Mondstadt. Here I am ruining everything? What did you do, Beatrice? Okay, so they seem to be in a pretty bad mood, despite it being time for the Windbloom Festival. Yeah, it's definitely not normal. Did Mondstadt get hit by a wave of seasonal depression? Oh wow. She's going that far? Why? I think she wants to be a bit more than best friends, Quinn. Yeah, even Paimon's like, one of Mondstadt's best love... Oh, wait, they're not lovers yet. Friendship stories? It's over, oh no. I can't believe it. But that's not all. Was I right about the wave of seasonal depression? He also seems down. Is everyone just sad for some reason? What happened here? Can't focus. Yeah, okay, something weird is definitely going on. Sleepwalking. Okay, so everything is normal, but at the same time people are acting weird and even sleepwalking. That is indeed strange. Even Barbara couldn't find anything wrong with him. Yeah, maybe we should ask Lord Barbatos directly if he knows something. Where is the bard? Let's go to the tavern. Saw something I wasn't meant to see? What did you see? No, wait, tell us. What did you see? Oh, he's just gonna go now. Didn't actually tell us anything. No, Paimon, I think it has something to do with what he saw, but he didn't tell us what he saw. And maybe Beatrice saw the same thing. Donna as well? What happened to them? Where can I find a truly fascinating man? She was the one who was, like, in love with Diluc, right? And with Dark Knight Hero. Not realizing that they're the same person. Yeah, she is the one with the huge crush on Diluc. Has she realized that Diluc is out of her league? Oh, and there's Kaya. Is she gonna hit on Kaya now? Okay, she's going for the other brother now. It's kind of funny. And she said that out loud, where he could hear it. He's asking the right question. Why are you so suddenly not interested in Diluc anymore? Oh, wow. Yeah, something is definitely very wrong in Mondstadt right now. And it has probably something to do with Albedo. And maybe the Hexen Circle. And I'm basing that solely off the live stream. Because in the story there's nothing so far that hints at Albedo or the Hexen Circle. So now what is Kaya gonna do about this? Kaya probably realizes that something is wrong, right? Is he gonna talk to us now? Yep. Okay. Coming directly towards the Traveler. So let's see. Does he already know something? Or... Okay, he has been trying to find us. We've been good. How about you and the rest of the knights? Requires a private conversation. Okay, so he does already know something about what's happening here. And he wants to talk to us about it. Okay, Jean sent him. So yeah, let's go back to the HQ. And this is the official start of this Archon Quest Interlude. I'm excited, like I already said. I love Mondstadt. I can't wait to see all these characters again. It's been so long. I mean, we've seen Kaya in one of the other Archon quests, one of the Dying quests. But a lot of the other Mondstadt characters we haven't seen in ages outside of events. So yeah, I'm really excited for this. Finally gonna see Jean again. I still love Jean so much. One of my favorite characters. I mean, I can see her all the time because I have her, but, you know, seeing her in the story, having her actually play a part in an actual Archon quest, that's different. We haven't had that, well, basically since the release of the game. Oh, there we have Eula. Another awesome character. Voiced by the same voice actress as Misaka Mikoto from Railgun, by the way, in case you didn't know. Yeah, the knights definitely know something about what's going on in Mondstadt. His name is Note? Okay. And we have Scaron. Scaron is a cool name. I like that one. Yeah, we already know Eula. You don't have to introduce her. But yeah, all of them seem to be captains. So, a bunch of important people. But it's just so funny seeing these two guys just look like normal knights, nothing special about them. And then you have Eula and Kaya here with their fancy outfits, clearly being playable characters. Like, the difference is like night and day. I still find it so funny how easily you can tell who's an NPC in this game and who isn't. Yeah, you're all captains. I would never have guessed that these guys are captains, just, you know, by their outfits and by the way they look. But yeah, let's go meet Jean now, finally, for the first time in years. Hi. Best girl. Everything alright? A ton of people outside. 2 normal soldiers who call themselves captains, for example.
近頃、モンド城でちょっとしたトラブルがあってな。その対処のために招集をかけた。これから私は騎士団の各隊長たちと裁判に出る。
A number of incidents. And that's why she gathered the captains. There's gonna be a trial. Yeah, I mean, just because it's not Fontaine doesn't mean there are never gonna be trials, Paimon. Trials are not a thing exclusive to Fontaine. But if this trial is half as good as the trials we attended in Fontaine, it's gonna be an amazing Archon Quest.
このようなことが起こるのもかなり久しぶりだ。モンドでは治安に関する事件の大部分をセピロス騎士団が審理する。だが、
Major cases are tried jointly with the church, okay. And that's where Dahlia comes in, right? Who's gonna be one of the new characters next update, but we're already gonna see him in this Archon Quest. Yeah, the knights in the church work closely together. So what is today's case? I mean, thanks to the live stream, you obviously know already that it's Albedo's case, but I want some details. And yeah, can be helped somehow. There's someone missing. Where's Albedo? Ooh, finally we're gonna talk about Albedo. Yeah, about that, Paimon.
鋭いな。そう。だからこそ2人を呼んだんだ。私たちは今回の裁判で
Trial against Captain Albedo. There it is.
セピロス騎士団調査小隊隊長のアルベドに公正な判決を下すことになる。アルベドに？何をしたんだ？
Yeah, what did he do?
そろそろ時間だ。
Oh, they're not telling us? I mean, I think I remember from the live stream that they said he killed someone.
わかった。
But they're not telling us yet in the actual quest. So are we just gonna find out during the trial? Just gonna go there right now? No preparation, just okay. Well, that's a new room. Where is this? Is this in the church? Or is it still the Favonius Knights headquarters? Yeah, I trust that it will be fair. I mean, if you are overseeing a Jean, then there's no worries about that. Okay, let's see who's here. We have Diluc. We have some random NPCs. We have Sucrose, Kea, and of course Dahlia, Jean, Albedo. Don't see any of the other playable characters. No Amber, no Noelle, no Lisa. Okay. Also no Eula. I thought all the captains were supposed to be here. Oh well. Oh, there's Rosaria here as well, okay. But still don't see Eula. Why is Rosaria here but not Barbara? And yeah, of course, Jean is gonna oversee this because Waka is in Not Cry. I can't wait for Waka's release. I wanna see what he looks like so bad. They've been teasing Waka for years, and we are so close now to actually finding out what he looks like. And there we have Dahlia. Our first new Mondstadt character in a while. I really hope he is good. He's like Hydro, right? Hydro Forster. Yeah, he's not just the first Mondstadt character in a long time, but also the first Hydro Forster in a long time. We only have a total of 3 Hydro Forsters so far. So I really hope that he's good, because Qingzhou, he needs some competition. Besides Yelan. But she's a 5-star, of course. He needs some competition among the 4-stars. That's what I'm trying to say here. Yeah, that's exactly what it means, Paimon.
本件の被告人セピロス騎士団調査小隊隊長アルベド
Is he gonna defend himself? Does he not get a lawyer?
この事件は一部機密性の高い事項が含まれる。なおかつ被害者がモンドのものであるかは
Uncertain whether the victims are citizens of Mondstadt.
本裁判は非公開にて行うこととする。
Yeah, that is strange.
仮に犯行の事実が認められた場合、最終判決を下した後に公表するものとする。続いては広報勤務隊長のヘルターによる冒頭陳述に移る。
I think we have met Herta before somewhere. And I don't mean in Honkai Star Rail. I mean actual Genshin Impact. I recognize that name from this game. Okay, Keia's gonna speak on Albedo's behalf, so he's kind of his lawyer, I guess. And Herta is the prosecution. Oh, this is so interesting. Can't wait to see what it's all about, what the truth of the matter is. I mean, of course, there is a second Albedo from that one event. That was, when was that? Ages ago, like late 2021. The event with the big whopper flower that disguised itself as Albedo. That's maybe gonna play a role here somehow. I'm not sure exactly, but there was another Albedo imposter besides the whopper flower, right? And I think I've seen a post somewhere about there actually being like an overview over that event, if you have missed it, that like pops up at the beginning of the Archon Quest. I didn't get that pop-up because, you know, I played the quest way back then. So maybe we're actually gonna see the imposter again. But yeah, here we have the actual charges now. Suspected murder and unlawful disposal of human remains. That sounds bad. Doesn't seem like he has anything to say about it at this point. Actually, it's not his turn to say anything yet. Okay. Southeast of the city gates, dragging a human body. Yeah, that might have been the imposter.
証人ベアトリーチェさん、あなたが見たものを話してください。
Oh, is that why Beatrice is so... And yeah, this guy here, he also mentioned that he saw something. So maybe all those people that were like acting differently, or people that saw Albedo, or, you know, potentially the Albedo imposter, if he's actually involved in this. And, you know, seeing someone dragging a dead human body, that can make you a bit depressed, I guess. But why would she then break up with, I forgot his name, but, you know, her kinda boyfriend? I think there's still more going on, like, because also why would, what was the name, Donna, I think, suddenly be into Kea, not into Diluc anymore? Yeah, there's still more of a mystery than just, you know, they saw something disturbing and that makes them act a little bit differently. That's too simple. There's definitely more to it. So let's hear what she has to say.
あの日の夜、私は用事で外に出ていて、帰りが遅くなったの。帰り道、月明かりで誰か、アルベドさんらしき人影が歩いていくのがうっすら見えたわ。
So she's the one who saw him? Or one of the ones at least?
おかしいと思って、こっそり後をつけてみたの。そしたら急に金色に光り出して、袋を開けるのが見えたわ。
And she actually saw the body inside the bag.
死体が一つあって、アルベドさんは元素を扱えるから、地面を掘るのも簡単なんだと思う。
Buried it using his geovision. Show us the front. We need to see if the mark is there. That mark on his throat.
しかも気のせいか、アルベドさんがその場を立ち去る直前、一瞬こっちを見た気がしたの。
Ah, we can see it from this angle.
自分も死ぬんじゃないかって怖くて怖くて。けど幸い私のことには気づいてなかったみたい。
被告人アルベド、11日前の夜、君は
騎士団2階の 自分の執務室で仕事をしていた。
He was working. Yeah, this one has the mark. And if I remember correctly, the imposter doesn't have it. But it was also kinda implied at the end of that event that the imposter could just add the mark whenever they want. So it might not actually tell us anything whether the mark is there or not.
ああ、10日前、被告人は騎士団に雪山地域の環境調査に関する最新の報告書を提出している。
Okay, so there's actually kind of evidence that he was working at the time that Beatrice saw him.
被告人がその夜、執務室で書類を作成していたことを
Probably
証明できるも
Sucrose
のは
could attest to that.
いないな。
Ah, okay, guess not.
でしたら、
But Sucrose was here, right?
報告書の文字数を
Or was she?
被告人のアリバイとして使うことはできません。
But, you know, I gotta agree with Herta here. The length of the report is not a sufficient alibi, yeah.
雲行きが怪しいですね。
Oh, it's the first time hearing him talk. Interesting voice.
仮に被告人が犯行に及んだ後、殺害した相手を遺棄したのであれば、その現場には必ず死体がある。
That's a good question. Did they find the body? I mean, they knew where it was buried, right? Because he was seen.
いいえ。
Haven't found it yet. So there's no evidence that a crime was actually committed.
つまり、ベアトリーチェさんが行った場所を掘ったが、死体は見つ
So does this entire case so far only rest on what this one girl has seen?
でも確かに見たの。本当よ。
I mean, they wouldn't do all this here just because one girl is saying that about a captain of the Knights of Favonius when there's no actual evidence, so there have to be more eyewitnesses, right? That's probably why the other NPCs are here.
ヘルターさん。
合同調査チームも何も成果がなかったわけではありません。
Oh, they did find something, so it's not like they don't have any evidence, but the evidence that they do have isn't really much. Like, yeah, I mean, a shoe and a torn piece of fabric, that doesn't really tell you anything. Not without modern forensics, which I don't think they have. I mean, there might be some way to find out more through some kind of magic, some kind of elemental energy spell or whatever they have here. But yeah, they definitely don't have actual forensics, right?
もし犯罪が行われていなかったとしたら、どうして
Yeah, honestly, it could be a coincidence. Again, there's no actual evidence.
そういえば、被害者の身元はまだ判明していないんだったな。
Also, no victim.
それもおかしな点の一つ
So far, this case actually looks to be in Albedo's favor, in my opinion.
ベアトリーチェさんは被告人に何の
Like, they don't really have anything concrete against him.
よって事件は実際に起きたと見るのが自然でしょう。被告人、これに対して何か言いたいことは？
Would they really put on this whole trial when there's no evidence whatsoever? Just one witness report and a shoe and a little bit of fabric? Not even evidence that someone was actually buried? I find it a bit weird.
ヘルターさん、君が信じるか否かに関わらず、僕は人を
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm on Albedo's side here. Even if I didn't know about the imposter, I would still be on his side at this point. And say that he probably didn't kill anyone.
セピロス騎士団の調査小隊隊長として、僕の責務は
Like, at this point, they can't actually prove that he murdered anyone.
もし僕が
And, you
人を
know,
殺したのなら
innocent until proven guilty. Yeah, no body, no motive, nothing. What do you have, Herta?
確かに被告人の言う通り、動機は非常に重要です。しかし率直に言わせてもらいますと、世の中には計画的な
That's a weak
犯行のみ
argument,
なら
and
ず
you know that, Herta.
予期せぬ衝突もあるもの。私たちも布切れ一枚と靴一つだけでここに立ってあなたの罪を問うなんてことはしません。
Second charge?
続いて、アルベドさん
There's
の
more?
犯した二つ目の事件についてお話ししましょう。
一つだけじゃなかったのか？
ああ、説明を頼む。
7日前の未明、ドラゴンスパインと暁ワイナリーの中間地点で、被告人が成人男性の死体を処理してい
Between
るところを
Dragonspine
目
and
撃した
Dawn
人がいまし
Winery.
た。
Okay, so they do have more than one witness. That's what I thought.
では、2人目の証人をお呼びし
Who
ます。
was it?
なんで
Who?
ディルク
Diluc?
ラグビンドさん
Oh, it's Diluc. Oh my god. Things just got a lot more interesting.
お前が見たものを話してくれ。
深夜3時40分頃
So Batman was out hunting criminals and stumbled across the imposter.
空は暗かった
Like for anyone else, they would be like, what were you doing at 3:40 in the morning between Dawn Winery and Dragonspine? But for Diluc, it's just, yeah, well, of course he is awake at night. He is Batman.
僕が見た様子から考えるに被害者は成人男性
And also, of course,
その痕跡を
if
消した
something like that is coming from Diluc instead of just, you know, a random normal citizen of Mondstadt, it holds a little bit more weight. You know, not to say that one witness testimony is worth more than the other just because of who they are, but it kinda is, you know, because he is well known, well respected, and people know that he would never lie about something like that. His words hold weight, is what I'm trying to say here. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. He's a well respected figure in Mondstadt, so obviously people would believe him. But apparently there's still no bodies found.
証拠が足りないと言いたいのかもしれませんが、残念でしたね。今回は被告人が離れた後に証人が現場を掘り起こして、
Is that a
こんなものを
box?
見つけています。
それは
おそらく人間の歯と大
Teeth and femur of a human.
どうして死体を
Well,
すぐ
okay.
公開したという
Now we're getting to the point where it's a
どう
bit
して見つからなかったのかを聞きたいだろう
hard to defend Albedo, because now we found actual human remains.
やれやれ。何か含みのある言い方だな。ディルックの旦那。
歯と骨。それは死体がすでに腐敗し、骨しか残っていなかったことを意味します。
That's actually a good argument.
被告人が優秀な
Alchemy
錬
could
金
do
術師であ
something
る
like
ことを
that in this
考えれば
universe.
何らかの錬金術を使ったのではないでしょうか。
And that makes him look really guilty, because now things start to add up and make sense. And now it also starts to make sense why they put on this whole trial. Because even though there are only like small bits of evidence, if you like put them together with the witness reports and the fact that Albedo knows alchemy, then yeah, it does kind of really start to paint a unfavorable picture for Albedo.
金色の元素の光は、
And that's putting it mildly.
その光で被告人は死体を処理しましたが、
Oh, and that as well. Okay, golden light apparently is a byproduct of alchemy.
真実を見届けるための明かりとなった。
なるほど。錬金術師である僕なら犯人像に当てはまると。
確かに筋は通っているな。だがこちらにも証人はいる。事件の前日
Finally, Sucrose comes into play.
その学生のスクロースと図書館
Yeah, because they spend a lot of time together doing the research and stuff. So of course Sucrose would be able to give him an alibi.
なぜそんなに長時間の議論を？
その日はスクロースの課題の提出日だったんだ。スクロースは細かいデータとにらめっこしていて、翌日まで
Yeah, that sounds like Sucrose. And of course Albedo would help her.
本当だよ。私ずっと図書館にいたから。アルベド先生のアリバイを
It's just so nice to see all the monster characters again. I love them all.
スクロースさん、
And Sucrose is one of the cutest characters in Mondstadt.
それに私はアルベド先生が殺人をするような人じゃないって信じてる。先生はそんな残忍な人じゃない。
So, Herta, what's your next move
証
then?
人だって理由もなく彼の犯行を証言しないでしょう。そもそもスクロースさん、前日の午後から
Oh, that's nothing for Sucrose.
前日の昼まで
If it's for her research, she would probably stay up for days on end.
寝てない。
Or did she actually fall asleep at some point? No, don't sucrose. Don't tell me.
ぜひとも正直にお答えいただきたいです。
Don't destroy his alibi like that.
犯罪者を野放しにすれば、モンドの全住民に対する責任を放棄したも同然となります。
私は。
ああ、大丈夫だ。僕が言うよ。
Ah, okay, there we go.
その議論の後半、
Damn it.
0時過ぎに
So,
確かに
his alibi falls apart here. And we're back to square one in terms of his defense.
何かを証明するためにあえて嘘をつく必要はない。ここは裁判という神聖な場だ。発言は政治。
It's nice for him at least to, take that decision from her so that she doesn't feel forced to lie. Shows how considerate he is. He's a good person. He's just not the kind of guy who would just go out at night killing people and then burying them or, decomposing them with alchemy. That's just not like him. Definitely the imposter. Man, I kind of wish I didn't know about the imposter. But, the event is also kind of important for the story, I think. And it is obvious that Albedo didn't really do it.
それなら被告人のアリバイは成立しないことになる。その点は君も分かっているな。
What comes next?
ただ言葉で容疑を否認し続けても信用が得られないことも分かっている。そこでこちらからも質問させてほしい。
Yeah, we still don't know a motive. True.
僕の動機は何だろうか。
Also, good point here. Yes, asking about the exact method. I mean, yeah, we should probably bring in some other alchemists. Sucrose is already here, but we could also ask Timaeus to see if it's even actually possible to decompose a body that fast.
決定的な物証はないけど、二人の目撃者の証言も偶然では片付けられない。
It is indeed a tricky one.
少々お待ちを。こちら調査チームによって押収したアルベドさんの書簡記録です。この中から
They intercepted one of his correspondences. Is that allowed?
あれは
Correspondence with whom, though? A member of the Hexen Circle, maybe?
人体研究という課題を諦めたことは一度もない。というより、ドラゴンスパインの奥に踏み入ったことで、生命という言葉の解釈はさらに進み、今やそれは
Subject of human research. Oh, that's not a good look for you, Albedo. And also mentioning Dragonspine when one of the eyewitnesses saw you near Dragonspine. Oh, this is getting worse and worse for him.
人の誕生の秘密は往々にして死と結びついている。
Oh, this is actually the worst letter they could have intercepted, by far.
腐敗、静電。
Even Jean is starting to doubt now, and I don't blame her, honestly.
その手紙に書いてあるのは錬金術についてでしょうか。
手紙の最後にはこんな言葉もあります。検証開始。ドラゴンスパインの北西。
And that's the exact areas where the supposed murders happened. Oh no. Okay, I don't see a way out of this. Except proving the existence of the imposter.
君が試みたように、僕も想像の道を貫き、枷を破り、生物の新たな領域へ。
Just as you endeavor to do. Who's you? Who is actually the person that this letter was addressed to? Could it be Gold, Renadottir, his creator, or some other member of the Hexen Circle? Because apparently this you took up the path of creation to reach a new realm of living beings, and I think that description kind of fits Gold.
その手紙の筆跡が被告人アルベドのもので間違いないことは調査チームも確認済みだろう。そしてその内容も腐敗と静電について言及されている。
はい。手紙に書かれた場所も犯行現場と完全に一致しています。これが彼の直筆であることこそ最も有力な証拠となるでしょう。
Is it his own words though? It really sounds more like the kind of letter the imposter would write. But of course they don't know about that.
そんなありえないぞ。どうしてこんなことに。
私はもともと十分な証拠がない限り誰かを有罪とすべきではないと思ってたんですけどね。それこそが原則に基
Your
づい
original
た
assessment.
人道的
So
な
you're
やり
saying
方なの。
that we are not lacking the evidence now. You're saying this is enough evidence? I'm still not sure about that. Maybe it's just because I already know about the imposter, but I feel like we still need a little bit more evidence before we can actually declare him guilty.
ですが残る調査項目は被害者の具体的な身元と錬金術の詳
But I
細
guess,
しか
yeah,
なさそう
all
です。
things considered, all the evidence together, it's really not looking good.
ああ、私も同意見だ。
Yeah, Jean has no choice but to act on what is known.
確かな証拠が揃ったため本件は立証された。モンドの法律にのっとり被告人アルベドを殺人および死体遺棄
Honestly,
有罪とする。
unlawful disposal of human remains, I can see, yes, but I think for murder, the evidence is not enough. But oh well. Guess he's declared guilty now. Sucrose, poor Sucrose. It's gonna break her heart. I expected this trial to take way longer, but he was already declared guilty. So what is his sentence gonna be? I mean, obviously he's not gonna be a captain anymore, or a Knight of Favonius in general. Is he just gonna go to prison now? As you watch Albedo being taken back to headquarters, you get a strange feeling that something hidden is about to come to light. That sounds mysterious and interesting. It all comes back to the latter, a secret that you and Albedo know all too well, but the people of Mondstadt have yet to discover. Then why are we not talking about it? We know about the imposter, so we should, you know, like, we could have told people during this trial. We could have been like, objection! There are 2 Albedos! But we can't prove that is the problem. But then again, we are the honorary knight. We wouldn't just lie for no reason, right? People trust us. But, well, it's too late for that now. Paimon! You know about the imposter as well. Do you really think he's guilty? Come on. Yes, it has something to do with this case. So maybe the event is actually not canon and they don't actually know about the imposter? I thought they did. Yeah. So, okay, the letter was addressed to Rina Dottir.
最悪の状況のようね。
Oh, Rosaria? We gonna go investigate with her?
ロサリア、お前も
When did you get here, Paimon? She was here from the very beginning.
改定した時からずっ
Yeah,
と
the whole time.
君たちへの
A message for us?
そう。星拾いの崖に
He is waiting for you there.
その人は
Who's
そこに
he?
待ってる。
Can't be Albedo because he's in custody right now. What other he's do we know? Oh, Venti. Of course, Venti. Yeah, for a moment there I completely forgot about him. But yeah, of course, Venti probably has something to say about all this. Yeah, let's go to Starsnatch Cliff.
着いたらわかる。さあ、
You know when you get there? No, I already know.
時間は待ってくれない。
Time is like the wind. It waits for no one. So let's hurry up onto Starsnatch Cliff. Oh, I'm already loving this Archon quest. It's so interesting. The current story seems to be related to your past adventures. Would you like to quickly go over and review those experiences? Oh, is this where they tell you about the past events if you haven't played them? I'm just gonna say yes, just to see. Yeah, okay. Shadows amidst snowstorms. Yeah, that was the title of the event. I see. So this is nice for players who have not played that. They get a little overview here. Awesome. I love that. And also this picture of him. He looks so cool there. What the heck? And the way he's standing up on that mountain. Love the artwork here. But yeah, I don't need to read this because I played through the event and I remember it well enough, I think. So let's just go ahead and meet Venti now. Okay, yep, there he is. Venti, like I thought. I mean, who else could it have been? Were you looking for me? I mean, you kinda called us here. Yes, Paimon, of course he is the one who sent us this Oh. Okay, I stand corrected. It wasn't Venti. Dahlia sent us the message. Paimon, his name is Dahlia. Repeat after me, Dahlia.
もう忘れちゃったんですか？私はダリア。セピロス教会の女祭で、風神バルバトスの伝道師です。ちゃんと覚えてくださいね。
So, I'm guessing he knows that Venti is Barbatos.
そうですよ。裁判中、伝説の栄誉騎士を見て、君がいろいろと考えてることに気づいたので、だから一緒にお話ししましょう。
Okay. Yeah, well, let's have a chat then.
なんといっても、私はバルバトス様の伝道師ですから。こういう民の生活に
Okay, he definitely knows. Yeah, no doubt about that now.
注意を払っておかないと。待
った。お前知ってるのか？
何のことでしょう。酒場の良き友であり、街角に吹く自由な風でもある。
They're friends. Interesting.
バルバトス様だってことでしょうか。大丈夫。
Okay, that makes him kinda special. Like, even Barbara doesn't know. Like, the only monster characters I think that know, besides Dahlia, of course, are Jean and Diluc, right? Because they find out during the Archon Quest, but everyone else doesn't. Interesting. I'm not sure, maybe Albedo knows as well. I'm not sure about that, though. But Albedo seems like the kind of character who would know about the true identity of the Anemo Archon. And of course, I guess Barker also knows, but he's not a playable character yet. I was just thinking about the ones who are actually in the game. I mean, I guess Dahlia is also not a playable character yet, but he will be in a few weeks. Anyway. Oh, that actually makes sense. So that's kind of a way for Venti to actually, like, lead the church without revealing his identity. But just, you know, communicating his will through Dahlia. Yeah, we do know that he was created by Mini-Durin. Of course Venti knows.
僕はレインドットとアリスさんがアルベドをモンドに送った時からそのことを知ってたよ。そんな人物が訪れる。
Yeah, he's very towards the Hexen Circle, rightfully so. I mean, Alice seems to be nice enough, but Mini-Durin we know is not really the kind of person you want in your nation. Kanria found that out the hard way.
白亜の申し子、完璧なホムンクルス。今回の事件に登場する数々の謎が。
Yeah, it's probably not wise to reveal his true identity in the courtroom.
ホムンクルスが暴走して理性を失い、他者を傷つける狂気的な行動に走る。そういう展開の小説もある。
Exactly, but we don't want a made-up fantasy story to spread. We want the truth.
そういえば、昔アルベドが言ってたな。人間は超越と奇跡を渇望するだけでなく、平凡への追求も必要だって。
自分と違うものは皆異類。非常に普遍的な反応ですね。君の友達を助けてあげないとね。
What do you know about the situation, Venti?
僕かい？アルベドがホムンクルスであることも、最近モンド上では奇妙な出来事がたくさん起きていることも知っているよ。
Yeah, why does this all have to happen during the Windbloom Festival? Kind of really bad timing.
素敵なお祭りだってこともね。
街で起きてることも知ってるのか。実はオイラたちも モンドに戻ってすぐ遭遇したんだ。
Okay, we share our
私も一部
observations.
気づいていました。マイルズはずっと元気がないし、ベアトリーチェも落ち着かない様子で。
Yeah, this is still the most weird of those. Like, Beatrice can be kinda explained by what she saw the imposter do, but Donna didn't see anything. So what is up with her? And you know, the other eyewitness was Diluc, not Miles, so... Yeah, there's definitely something more going on, like I already said before.
警告に残るは災いのみ。核も過酷な運命を誰が受け入れられよう。
And he just whipping out the liar like that.
まだ現れないのか。
お、どういう意味だ？
君たちの疑問に答えているんだよ。バルバトスに言わせれば、今回の物語は訪れるべくして訪れた試練なんだ。いつかは誰かが壁を乗り越える方法を見つけなきゃならない。運命の前では、
Even the Seven know better than to tamper with fate. Tether to Forza laws.
はあ、でも一体誰があの親愛なる友人を助けられるんだろうか。万が一アルベドに何かあって不慮の事態に見舞われてしまえば。
Should he meet a terrible fate, all of Mondstadt could be worse for it. True, kinda. Isn't Albedo like one of the strongest characters in Mondstadt? If not the strongest. I mean, aside from like Venti, of course. So it would be a huge loss to Mondstadt to lose him.
結局のところ、オイラたちに手伝ってほしくて呼んだんだろ？
And of course, we are gonna help solve this case. I mean, this is gonna be child's play after Fontaine.
アルベドが犯人かどうかは関係なしに、モンドを守る
Since we already kinda
の
know
が英雄の使命でしょ。
what's up, right? We already know there's an imposter, we just have to find him. There's a lot more than we had to go on at the beginning of the Fontaine trials.
でも君を一人で働かせるつもりはないよ。ちょっとした贈り物を用意したんだ。それがこれさ。
What does he have for us? Oh, that thing that we used for communication in the Golden Apple Archipelago, right? If I remember correctly.
安心して。新刊は抜いてあるから爆発しないよ。ドド通話機かな。
Yeah, the Dodo communication device.
それ、今は銀曜野郎が使ってたのか？
Is this how we are gonna contact Alice?
彼女とは長い付き合いだし。
Because Alice has to appear at some point in this quest, right? Her and Mini-Durin here potentially.
この発明品と僕のちょっとした細工でお互いに連絡を取り合えるようにした。
Okay, but for now we are just gonna use it to communicate with Venti, I guess. Okay. Well then, let's go and uncover the truth
この先何があろうと
of this convoluted
風は君
case.
と共にあるよ。君たちが驚くの
Oh,
も
all the captains are here, or at least some of
確か
them.
な証拠が揃っている。アルベドはかなり不利な状況だ。
Yeah, there's a lot of evidence, but there's still hope.
アルベドがそんなことするとは思えません。生きてる人間を錬金術の材料にするだなんて。小説の中にしか
Or
ない
like something
話
out of a game.
彼
a
が
video
到
game.
底
私の立場上、どちらの肩も持つべきではないのは分かっているわ。でも、アルベドと
Very
は
well
一緒
put,
に
Eula.
仕事をしたことがある。
And I agree.
彼は錬金術師であって強靭には見えない。私こそ誰よりもこの結果を信じがたい。だがアルベドのことをファルカ大団長は特別だと言っている。
Oh, so Waka knows
おそらく
what Albedo really
まだ
is?
私たちの知ら
Of
ないこ
course
とがあ
Waka
るの
knows. Waka knows everything about Mondstadt apparently. Knows Venti's identity, knows Albedo's identity, and told nothing to Jean when he gave her this post and went away to the other nations on his expedition. Kinda irresponsible if you ask me. I mean, the Grandmaster of the Nest Favonius, even if it's just the acting Grandmaster, should know certain things, you know? Like Venti being the Anemo Archon, or Albedo being a synthetic human created by Mini-Durin. Those aren't things you keep secret from the person who's supposed to take your place as the leader of this very important organization in Mondstadt, basically the ruler of Mondstadt. Jean at least found out about Venti in the Archon Quest, but yeah, it's about time we tell her about Albedo. I think we can tell Jean about that. She's trustworthy. And she needs to know that, seriously, like, as the leader of this nation, she has a right to know that, actually. Because Albedo can be a threat to Mondstadt, even though he now isn't. He definitely has the potential to be. So here we are, and I really hope we are gonna tell Jean the truth about Albedo. And about the imposter that's potentially still out there.
裁判が終わった後にジンが言ってただろう。判決に異議がある場合、一定期間内であれば申し立て
Okay, so we just wanna go convince Albedo now to appeal. I wanna talk to Jean though. There are some very important matters to discuss.
あいつの様子が少し妙なんだ。あの表情がどういう意味なのか。
I mean, that's what we are already doing.
そうだ。今はお前たちにも動いてもらう必要がある。いや、お前は自由に動いてもらって。
Our own investigation, independent of the Knights of Favonius. Yeah, that makes sense.
もしあいつを助けられる証拠を見つけたら俺に渡してくれ。
Okay, yeah, we will let you know.
今はウィンドブルーム祭だから君に依頼するのははばかられるが、しかしアルベドは私たちと一緒に
I look into the case, Jean.
誰も彼を
Don't worry, we got this.
私たちは皆君のことを信頼しているし、真相も見つけ出してくれると信じている。
And I don't plan to start failing you now.
君はそんな存在だ。
でも、もしあの裁判で言われてたことが全部。
もし
Well, then he will have to go to prison, Paimon.
君の判断は大切なものだ。おそらく第2審が行われるだろう。それまで騎士団2階の
The second floor? Can we finally access the second floor of the Knights of Favonius headquarters? These stairs here used to be, like, I think you could get up here, but then not like there, and now we can actually go up. Oh wow, okay, nice. Oh yeah, now it was like this, right? With the stairs with below, you could only go up to this point. But yeah, now we can actually go up here, this is cool. I don't think we could go here before, right? I might be wrong, but I don't remember this part of the headquarters.
この2人はジンの依頼を受けてアルベドの執務室を調査することに。
Yeah, we're here to investigate, so please let us in.
そうですか。ジン団長が許可したのならどうぞ。
Is this gonna be like this investigation minigame that we did in Fontaine? Where we have to collect like the different clues and then put them together? Back when we had to defend Linny and Lynette?
2人とも頼んだぞ。俺は他の用事があるからこれで失礼する。
Okay, let's do this. Let's see, there's a book here. Let's investigate it. Related to alchemy, environmental science, life science. Some pages are marked. Triangular symbols, that's probably important. But the meaning is unclear. Maybe Sucrose could help us with that. Yeah, like we really should have brought Sucrose here with us. She would probably be a big help in deciphering some of the stuff. Investigate underneath the book. It's an empty desk. Oh, the Hacker book struck the desk, and the resulting noise is a bit unusual. Sounds too hollow. Okay. A compartment within the desk. Investigate. So we already found something. You can't tell me the knights weren't able to find this, like, come on. Oh yeah, right, Lumine does have the power of Geo. Piece of paper with more information. Let's see. Festering is also a manifestation of rot. When festering forces and a sufficient amount of life energy collide, the two will repel each other, triggering a powerful side effect. When I tested this in an alchemical experiment, the results of the refinement were startling. Breaking through the shackles of life, the simulation of the blank project. I must take advantage of this opportunity.
この計画名のところ、インクが滲んでて
Yeah.
わかんなくなってるな。一体どんな計画なんだ？
Festering forces. Dragon Spine. It all leads back to Dragon Spine, always. With Albedo. Would Albedo go that far for one of his experiments? No, that can't be. What does she mean here? That far? Does she mean, like, reviving Durin? Is that what this is about? I mean, they hinted at it in Simulanka, right? That Durin was gonna be revived at some point. Okay, a marked map. 2 for the crime scenes and 3rd in Dragonspine. Interesting. Okay, those... Yeah, this is where Beatrice saw him. This is where Deluxe saw him. And then the last one. Right there. And it's very close to, like, Durin's remains. And I don't think that's a coincidence. Let's go there. Only one way to find out, Paimon. And we should also go tell Jean what we know about Albedo. I mean, maybe we should ask Albedo first if he's fine with us telling Jean, but... Seriously, Jean should know about that. She's the de facto ruler of Mondstadt. Oh, someone's contacting us? Venti? Interesting ringtone. Yeah, we did actually find something, a map. Yeah, this is actually true. Having the locations marked on the map does not make him any less suspicious, on the contrary. Yeah, okay, I guess that's the reason why we're not telling Jean. Maybe I'm just too blinded by my trust for Jean, because she's one of my favorite characters. But I really don't think she would misuse that information. At least not on purpose. I still find it weird that we haven't talked about the imposter yet at all, even though the event was mentioned and is apparently canonical to the story. Oh well. Yes, I trust Albedo. I guess that could be it. But I don't really think so. True, but we don't have all the facts yet. No, I think Venti does still believe. Wait, what is he doing here? Miles.
すみません。ドアの向こうから物音が聞こえたので、誰かいるのか中に入って。
How much did you hear, Miles?
そうでしたか。邪魔をしてしまい申し訳ありません。
I'm not sure if we can trust him. How long was he there?
正直よく聞こ
I
え
mean,
ま
we
せん
did
でした
talk
し
about Renadot here.
もあまり
Nothing that made sense. I think he heard it. I think he heard that Albedo was created by Renadot here. And he's gonna spread that information. Oh, that's not good. I don't think it's gonna be that easy.
ええ、承知しました。
But yeah, this is definitely gonna escalate things that he heard us here. That he eavesdropped. Xilonen, where are you when I need you? Luckily, we have Xilonen at home, also known as Kirara. And I guess I could also use Kachina here. Oh. There's a random chest here. Wait, I have 100% on Dragonspine, right? Yeah. And there's just this random chest that I stumbled across trying to get to the quest location. Okay, that's kind of funny. Okay, here we are. Let's see. There's something over here. Spot on the ground, it's quite different from its surroundings. I mean, yeah, it is. You remove the snow and find a sizable hole, large enough to fit a human body. But it's completely empty. Something was dug up. Did someone remove the body?
怪しい穴だな。もしかしてここにあった死体も消えたのか？警察はアルベドが錬金術を使って死体をうまいこと処分したんじゃないかって疑ってたけど、この場所は他の2つとちょっと違うぞ。もしアルベドだったらこの穴も気づかれないよう隠すことができたよな。
That's a good question. Why not remove all the traces? I mean, it could just be because this is high up on Dragonspine, where no one is probably gonna find it. Okay, we're returning already. And now we report to Jean. Okay. Jean, we got news. Yes, we did find something, but you're not gonna like it. Yeah. None of this helps. We are still not any closer to proving his innocence. Did he submit an appeal? Okay, so we have until this retrial to prove his innocence. Yeah, we still don't know who was actually murdered. Okay, they have some kind of forensic analysis at least. Something you can tell us, Jean? Oh. I mean, it's fine. Open it to the public. Because we are gonna prove his innocence anyway. So everyone gets to see that Albedo is not a murderer. It will be in his favor in the end, don't worry. I believe. 2 days. Okay. That's how much time we have. Let's hope that's enough. But what can we do now? We searched his office. We've seen the evidence, or at least heard about it, heard the witness reports. We've been to the location where the last body was supposedly buried, but isn't anymore. What else can we do? I mean, talk to Albedo directly, I guess. That's the one thing we haven't done yet. Or try to contact Alice Orina Dottir somehow. No, we should not just stay positive, we should still do something, Paimon. Our investigation is not over. Yeah, you do that, Jean, and we do our part. Don't worry, this is not over. And he's here. Damn it. Always eavesdropping. That guy, Miles. You're just gonna make things worse.
マイルズ。
Oh, she saw him. Thank God. Wait, we're just gonna wait until 2 days later? We're not gonna do any more investigating in that time? We're just gonna go straight to the retrial? Like, come on, there's still more stuff we can do. This can't be it. Oh, this is gonna go so bad, especially with Miles spreading rumors, probably. Oh, well, nothing we can do about it except wait 2 days and walk right into the disaster. And now that I think about it, now with Miles knowing that Albedo was created by Renadot here, it's just gonna come as a total surprise to everyone, including Jean. But if we had told Jean about it, then she could have prepared for that information eventually becoming public. So yeah, I stand by what I said before, we should have told Jean about who Albedo really is. Because now it's just gonna catch her off guard when Miles comes out of it and is like, hey, you know who Albedo really is? A creation of this crazy alchemist. So he's probably crazy as well. And then Jean won't be able to do anything about it because she didn't know. It's gonna catch her completely off guard. This is our last chance, we have to tell her, but of course we won't.
来てくれたか。二人とも準備が。
Ready.
ああ
Ready for this train wreck of a trial. I can already tell this is not gonna go well. Are we actually getting a cutscene? No, we don't. Okay. It looked like it for a moment, but it was just because the camera was like slowly panning down to the trial room. We pretty much have the same people here as last time, except Eula is now also here. Or maybe I just missed her last time. Maybe she was always here. Not sure. But yeah, time for the second trial. Everything remains unchanged so far. Herta is still the prosecution and Kaya is still the defense.
本件の被告人はセピロス騎士団調査小隊隊長アルベド。裁判の人員は揃った。始めよう。
Here we go.
ヘルタ、合同調査チームに何か新しい発見はあっただろうか。
はい。証人が目撃現場から持ち帰った歯と骨を検査すべく、教会の医務部門に送ったところ、これは間違いなく
Okay, so now we know for sure that it's human remains. That's great.
また、調査チームがモンドの人々の状況を調べたところ、何人かが長いこと失踪していることが。
Ah, and now we also have missing citizens. It's just getting worse and worse.
歯と骨からは死者の年齢や性別などを特定できます。興味深いことに、最近行方不明となったモンド人の中に、まさにその特徴と一致する。
Yeah, okay, there's no way out. And we just waited 2 days instead of, like, you know, trying to prove his innocence. And now there's absolutely nothing we can do against this. Like, Kaya, I don't know what you have, but it better be good.
検査結果はセピロス教会のロサリアさんが届けてくれました。
Rosaria actually is gonna present the results of the medical report.
男性46歳独身。親族がいないため通報する人もいなかった。
It's a funny name.
前回の裁判で言及されていた内容と一致しているわ。
Oh, okay, he didn't have any relatives, so he might have been targeted because of that, so that no one would report him as missing.
それに医務部門の診療記録によれば、この人は3年前、ある機械によって大腿骨を怪我しているようね。
Yeah, it all adds up.
さんが見つけた大腿骨にも、その
That is damning evidence. Like, I really don't know what we can do to refute this. Oh my god. What do we do? Seriously, what do we do now?
一人の身元が判明しましたね。でも、被告人の動機は何でしょうか?
Yeah, okay, this is the one thing, the one silver lining, that Albedo still have zero motive. Right? No, actually, no, his research is his motive. In their eyes.
被告人の手紙の内容を踏まえると、あえて親族も配偶者もいる人を選んで、錬金術の
experimentation, research.
研究のためにモンドの住民に手をかけるとは、実に卑劣極まりない。
It is, but he's not the one you should be prosecuting for this. It's his evil twin.
それと証人はもう一人います。
Oh, Donna now.
こちらへ。
So she did see something.
まずい。
今さら出てきてごめんなさい。実はアルベドさんが死体を埋めているのをディルック様が目撃したとき、私もそこにいたんです。
Okay, she saw the same scene as Diluc. But how did that make her suddenly not like Diluc anymore?
友達とキャンプに行ってて、夜は山で休んでいました。ただ全然眠れなくて、夜中に起きて散歩して
Oh,
た
okay, and then she followed
ディルッ
Diluc.
ク様を見かけて、私ディルック様とちょっとでもお話できないかなと思って。
So now we have another witness who saw it and is confirming Diluc's story.
すごく怖かった。その人に見つかったらどうしようって思った。その場を
And that's why she stopped having a crush on Diluc. Oh, poor Donna. She was just terrified.
その勇気は
He's considerate towards her, so she's gonna fall right back in love with him.
法廷を代表して君の勇気と公平な心に感謝しよう、ドンナさん。
It's not justice though if you have the wrong person.
はい、ありがとうございます。
But again, I'm not blaming any of these people here. Even the prosecution, Herta. I mean, they are just doing their job. They don't know about any imposter. They're just seeing evidence and acting on it. It's not their fault.
私はやはり手紙に書かれていた錬金術と関係があると思います。被告人はモンドで指折りの錬金術師。
Yeah, that's also true. If someone could do something like decomposing a body in a matter of minutes, it's Albedo.
その点について、とある特別調査員が関連情報を掴んでくれた。
Special Investigator, aka the Traveler. Yes, Paimon, she means us. And the evidence we found.
これらは被告人のアルベドが使った騎士団2階の執務室から見つかったものだ。
Seriously, how are we gonna turn this around?
その中でも最も
At this point, we really just have to find the imposter. Or at least prove that an imposter exists. Yeah, there we have the maps again. Looking really bad.
被告人のメモと一緒に見つかった。地図にある印の位置は被告人の手紙の内容および犯行現場と一致している。
この地図はお前のものなのか？
Come on, say something, Albedo. Damn it. Why are you admitting it? I mean, it probably does belong to him, but he never planned to bury bodies there, I guess. It was probably for something different, and the imposter used that to make it look like it was all planned.
この印も君が書いたものか？
そうだ。
それを認めることで
That's
お前による
in their eyes, that's basically him admitting that he did it. That he did it all. And that he's guilty. Yeah, it is basically an admission of guilt. Kaya is saying it as well.
やめて。
There's no defending him at this point. Not with the evidence we have currently.
僕のデスクの隠しスペースまで開けられたんだ。僕も自分のために少しは弁解させてもらおう。
ここまで証拠が揃っているのに認めないのですか？
Just listen to him. Let him talk. He has a right to defend himself.
前にも言ったと思うけど、もう一度言おう。僕は一度も人を殺したことがない。
まだそんなセリフが言えるとは。
Now you're getting a bit condescending, Herta.
ヘルターさん、客観的に見れば、君の推理は緻密で説得力もある。だけど、このまま罪を認めるつもりはない。
言い訳をやめる気はないと。
I mean, I'm not really hearing any excuses. I'm just hearing him deny that he killed anyone.
無実の者が身の潔白を証明するためにあらゆる手段を尽くすのは言い訳と言えない。それに僕は今、
Yeah, he really is exercising patience. For him to stay this calm in all of this must take a lot.
どれだけ待っても 犯行の事実が消えるとは思えませんけどね。
Could they actually even hold him? If they like throw him in prison, he could probably easily escape, right? And just go to a different country.
いや、待つこともある種の手段だと僕は信じたい。真相がおのずと浮かぶには、
He's basically saying that he still has faith in the truth, that it will come to light at some point. And it will. Yeah, it probably is a hint.
このメモを見つけたのは君だね、旅人。地図にある3つ目の
We have, yeah.
その場所の様子を教えてもらえるか。
We found basically nothing. Just a hole in the ground.
その説明を聞いた感じ。きっとそこに
No,
も遺体
wait,
があ
wait,
った
wait.
でしょうね。
I think I get the important point here. Someone uncovered what was buried there recently. But how did they know about that location? It can't have been Albedo because he was in custody. So who uncovered it? That is important. That is actually important. Because that tells us that someone else knew about this location. Someone who is not the ones investigating his office, because we just got there later when it was already just a hole in the ground and the body was gone. But it also couldn't have been Albedo himself. So there has to be a third party that knew about the location and did something there. Got rid of the body or whatever was buried there. Are we gonna get... Okay, yeah. We're gonna get one of these thinking sections. So the third marked location is in Dragonspine. We only knew about it because we found the map in the hidden compartment. And we found a hole, yeah. And claw marks. Yeah, maybe it was also just randomly found by a monster. That's also a possibility. But I think my theory has some merit. And yeah, there was also no body or any remains. No evidence whatsoever that someone was killed there or buried there. Between Dragonspine and Dawn Binary. And there we found the remains of that one guy who didn't have any relatives. Hansemann was his name, right? So that created this new bubble here. So let's see what Lumine thinks about this. Yeah, a lot of questions still. And the first location? No actual human remains there. That's also still important. Okay, so we can associate this with something. Let's see, the second marked location, yeah. Because this is near Dragonspine, this is on Dragonspine. So what's the difference exactly? Except that one did have human remains and the other didn't.
これらの場所には共通点もあるけど、相違点もある。すでに分かっている情報からすると、これらの場所は死体の遺棄に使われた可能性が高い。
Yeah,
穴のサイズも
that seems to be the case. But was that the original intention for these locations? Where there's supposed to be bodies buried, or is this just what the imposter did there after Albedo actually wanted to do something else there?
ただ、3つ目の穴の周りには爪で引っかいたような痕跡があった。1つ目、2つ目の穴にはそういった跡がない。雪山には獣や魔物がいる。もしかして
Yeah, that's also a good point. Why did no creature dig them up in the other two locations? Which actually substantiates my theory further that it wasn't just dug up by some random creature, but it was dug up on purpose by someone who knew about this location. Someone other than Albedo or us. Oh, it happened before the other two. Ah, damn it. Then it could have been Albedo. I mean, it wasn't, obviously, but if it was before the other locations were dug up... I mean, maybe he was already in custody, but it's gonna be hard to prove. It could also be connected to a separate incident. That's also true. Oh, we got some new bubbles here. Albedo's identity. Yeah. To most people, he's just the captain of the investigation team. But he's also the Kreideprinz. And yes, that's actually how you pronounce that word. Because it's a German word. And I'm German. It basically means Chalk Prince. Anyway, yeah, he's also created by Mini-Durin. True, that's also a very good point. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Albedo wouldn't be so sloppy as to, like, let himself be seen disposing of bodies of people he killed. That actually makes no sense. Yeah, good point, Lumine. Why would there be so many eyewitnesses to his crimes when we're talking about frickin' Albedo, one of the smartest guys in Mondstadt? But you're still not gonna reveal his identity. Yeah, no, in the courtroom, definitely not. Behind closed doors, to just Jean, I would have said yes. You know, like I already talked about it enough in this video that I think we should have told at least Jean. But yeah, the courtroom is definitely not the right place to reveal this, at least not without Albedo's permission. Then the Dragonspine ecosystem, which is connected to Durin, right? Yeah, Durin mentioned, finally. Durin definitely has something to do with all of this. After all, it's also a creation of Mini-Durin. So if we associate these, then we get encounters and Dragonspine. Are we finally gonna talk about the imposter? That's what this sounds like. Please. Yes! Okay, finally she remembered. She was like, oh, I forgot until now. You had literal days to think about this, and only now you remember the imposter? Come on, Lumine. Yes, we're finally getting there. And that is the conclusion that we now have to submit. Albedo has just been waiting for us to talk about the imposter, probably. Because if it came from him, people would be like, yeah, that's just, you know, you're just trying to talk your way out of it. An imposter, an evil twin, yeah, right. No chance that that's actually real. But if it comes from the honorary knight, the traveler, one of the most respected people in the entirety of Teyvat, then they have to at least consider the possibility. And that's why he was just waiting for that. You know, he can't talk about it himself, even though he knows the imposter exists, because nobody would believe him. But they would maybe believe the traveler. Oh, and Lumine talks. I always love it when she actually gets some voice lines. But he didn't do that for the third location. Yes. We're getting to the bottom of this now. Finally. I think that's the most Lumine has ever talked in any Archon Quest. I mean, she's been talking more and more over time, you know. Nowadays in Archon Quest, there's always like 1 or 2 voice lines for Lumine, compared to like back in the day when she had 0 voice lines basically. But yeah, this, like talking this long outside of like the thinking bubble thing, I don't think that's ever happened before. Is that all you're gonna say? Is she still not gonna mention the imposter? I was so excited for her to finally talk about the imposter.
確かに疑問は残りますが、これだけは断言できます。その場所を指し示す証拠は地図以外に見つかっておらず、それの持ち主は被告人であるということ。
Objection.
この点だけでも、
Oh, she's still talking.
旅人の疑問には僕から答えよう。
Okay, he's gonna respond to us first.
もし無罪を主張したいのなら、 ヘルターさんの言う通り、地図を書いたのは自分じゃないと言うべきだろう。でも残念ながら、地図の印は僕が書いたものだ。
He doesn't just want to prove his innocence, he also wants to find out the truth and catch the real culprit.
死体の数は3つで間違いない。そしてドラゴンスパインで
He did kill and bury someone on Dragon's... The imposter. That's who he killed. He said he never killed a human, or at least he said he didn't kill anyone in Mondstadt, but the imposter is neither human nor from Mondstadt. No, not so hasty, Herta. He's not finished yet. Yeah, there's more to it. So he already got rid of the imposter. And Eula knows as well, right? She was in the event. I almost forgot. So Eula can also confirm this. It's not just us, the honorary knight, and Albedo saying it, but Eula as well. Eula can confirm it. That's why the camera is on her right now. Oh, this is beautiful. It's all coming together. It's all the way back then, all the way back during the event that he buried a body there. Yeah, Amber and Bennett were also there. Thank you for speaking up, Eula.
当時、冒険者協会主催の訓練が雪山で行われていたの。訓練、もしアルベドの言っている相手が山の中腹で遭遇したものじゃない場合、その戦いはきっと私たちが下山した後に起こったんでしょうね。
一つ目と二つ目もあなたがやったんですよね。なぜ罪のない人を。
It doesn't prove anything. It just gives even more questions.
いや、それは違うよ。
発言が支離滅裂になるほど恐怖に震えているようですね。さっき認めていたでしょう。
ヘルターさん。
Yeah, just let him finish.
この件について。
The important part is that that guy that he had an altercation with looked exactly like him. Oh, but he's not just outright saying, oh, he looked exactly like me. He's just saying that he had a very similar build and hair color and eye color. So he could be mistaken for Albedo.
つまりアルベドとウリ二つってことか？
ウリ二つ？
Yeah. It's nice to see an event, especially one as good as that Albedo event, have some relevance in the main story. But it's just sad for new players who didn't get to experience it. I really think that, at least for events like this that are gonna be important for the main story, they should make them replayable. Like, actually, they should just make all events replayable, but I know that's, like, a lot to ask. But at least, like, this specific event, that Dragonspine event with the imposter, should now be made playable for everyone. Especially newer players should be able to experience this. Because otherwise, you know, it takes a bit away from this Archon quest. If you just get this little summary at the beginning, I mean, it's nice that they at least give us that, but, you know, why do they not just make old events replayable? Like in Honkai Star Rail, for example.
今議論すべきはあなたが雪山で殺人を犯したことですよね。
その通りだよ。あの日、僕は自分と同じ顔をした存在を殺した。
So yeah, he did kill the imposter.
でも、人を殺したとは。
And that's what I was saying, yeah. Not a human person, just a creature that looked like him.
そういうことか。僕の証言を撤回する必要がありそうだ。
Okay, Diluc believes him apparently.
何ですって？
連れてきたぞ。
Brought her? Who?
待って。
おい、今入ってきたやつ、ヘルターじゃないか？
Oh, hurt the imposter?
どういうこと？
あなた誰よ？どうして？ しているの？
And thus Herta's case falls apart.
こんにちは。
見ての通り、セピロス騎士団の広報勤務隊長の
Was the prosecutor an imposter from the beginning? That would actually make so much sense. Or is the new Herta the fake one? How do we find out which one's the real one and which one's the fake one?
私に矛先を変えたところで、こちらが提出した証拠は変わりませんよ。私がここに立っているのは、モンドの正義を守るためです。静粛に。
ここ数年、僕はよく雪山に泊まりながらマリュー・ドゥリンの研究をしていた。
Has been studying Durin all this time.
数百年前、東風の竜トワリンとの死闘に敗れたドゥリンは、風神バルバトスとトワリンによってドラゴンスパインに封印された。ドゥリンは錬金術によって作られた人工生命の中でも特別な存在だ。
Yeah, his heart is still on Dragon's spine.
未だにドゥリンの心臓は動き続けていて、
And it grows more revitalized by the day. Like they mentioned in Simulanka, it's only a matter of time before Durin comes back. I really hope we get to see that at some point. I don't think it's during this Archon quest, but you know, this is the second time they're teasing Durin's return. So it has to happen eventually, right? I mean, there is this rumor that there's gonna be another, like, Mondstadt chapter in the Archon quest. Not just an interlude, but an actual Archon quest. Because, you know, the first Mondstadt chapter was basically just the prologue of the game. And then Liu is the official chapter 1. And it would be really cool if, like, that next Mondstadt chapter is about Durin's return. And maybe also fighting Rhinadotir. And that could lead up into Khaenri'ah, because, of course, Rhinadotir is also important for the story of Khaenri'ah. And yeah, with the way they're teasing Durin, not just in events, but now also in an Archon Quest interlude, I think that might actually be happening. At some point, at least, you know?
雪山であった僕に瓜二つのものはドゥリンの腹に捨てられた実験品で、
Oh, he's actually telling them himself about his origin? Because now they're gonna obviously question how he knows all this, and why a homunculus in Durin's stomach would look exactly the same as him. So he basically kinda already admitted that he is also a homunculus.
私をホムンクルスだというつもりですか？それとも入り口に立っているものこそあなたが雪山から連れてきたホムンクルス、つまり
And now Herta admitted that imposters exist on Dragonspine.
私が偽物ですって？それはこちらのセリフですよ。
But yeah, this is probably the real Herta, right?
大活躍みたいじゃないですか。
I'm not sure though. I'm really not sure which is the real one.
陣団長、あなたなら見分けられますよね。長年あなたに付き添ってきたんですから迷うこともないでしょう。
見た目はまるっきり同じだが、話し方や表情を見るに。
Oh, can Jean figure it out?
先ほど入ってきたものの方が本物だろう。
Oh, interesting. So, Miss Prosecutor, are you the fake?
その発言に責任を持てますか？こんな理屈が通るなら。
But the Albedo in this room is acting exactly like the Albedo we all know. No reason to doubt him.
ここにいる彼が本物だって証拠は？実は偽物で、その正体はただの殺人鬼かもしれません。
But she does have a point, kinda. Despite it all.
この体のどこに一番大きな傷跡があるか知っているはずです。
And that's where the mark comes in. Because if the imposter doesn't know about certain marks or scars on the body, it's not copying them. Like it happened with the imposter Albedo back during the Shadows Amidst Snowstorms event. Where it was missing the mark on Albedo's throat because it didn't realize it was there. Until it was pointed out.
知っているわ。答えを言ってもらおうかしら。
その前に、マイルズ、あなたはどうですか？
Oh, Miles? Does he also know? Or is he another imposter so he wouldn't know?
知らない？それとも忘れた？
Yeah, he has been acting strange. Wait, how many imposters are there? They're just multiplying. I thought there was one, but there might be more than one.
もしかしてそのせいで忘れてしまったのでしょうか。あの戦いで一番近くにいたのはあなたなのに。
Wait, what if all the people who saw Albedo are all imposters? Because they were all acting strange. Like Donna was acting strange, Beatrice was acting strange. The only one not acting strange who saw Albedo bury something was Diluc. So yeah, Diluc is the one who makes me doubt this theory.
違います。僕は頭が
No, probably the explanation is simply that one of the imposters took Albedo's appearance, and that's what Donna and Beatrice saw. And Diluc. Let's not make this more complicated than it needs to be. And there's the scar on her left arm. Okay, let's see the imposter show her left arm.
それとも騎士団の内通者からヘルターさんの左腕にある傷跡のことを教えてもらってなかったんだろうか。
アルベドさんはあなたたちのような存在について研究をしているんですよ。自分が本物だと言うなら腕を見せなさい。
Checkmate. You got outplayed. Imposter. Let's eject her.
ドゥリンの生命力から派生した君。いや、君たちならその能力を有しているは
All
ず
spawn of Durin's life force. Yeah, so there's the entire... Like, we don't know how many, but there could be a bunch of them. And they're slowly infiltrating Mondstadt. It's actually so interesting. I love the story so far.
ためらっているのは、今ここで体を変えたら、この場にいる仲間たちにも影響を与えるからだろうか。
仲間ってマイルズのこと？
Yeah, of course Mice is one of them.
いや、マイルズだけじゃない。同じ生命力の影響を受
Oh,
けた
wait, was I right about Donna and Beatrice?
もし一度変化が始まれば、周りの存在も影響を受ける。でも、君自身はそれを
Or just these random NPCs, I guess.
なぜ
腕を見せなさい。
And it seems like they're all connected, and if one changes, then the others have to change as well. And she is the core. Oh shit. No, they're gonna threaten the innocent bystanders. Oh my god, there's a lot of them. They're all imposters, Paimon.
逃がしてはならない。必ず捕らえるんだ。仲間たちに妨害させるな。
外から申し寄せてきてる。奴の仲間か。
行くぞお前ら。
Let's go, Knights of Favonius versus imposters. This is gonna be an awesome battle. Let's hope there's an actual battle here.
追いかけるぞ。
I guess not.
木は熟した。
It's time. Time for what?
これより作戦開始だ。第三小隊、偽物を頼む。
Oh, I love how Jean is taking charge here. And you can tell how great of a leader she is. Just immediately, like, without hesitation, she gives the right orders, shows confidence, doesn't let herself be faced by the fact that there's a bunch of imposters. She's just so awesome. I love Jean.
ここ数日の出来事は後で詳しく説明するけど、先に2つだけ。1つ、僕は人を殺していないし。
Yeah, we know, Albedo. We never doubted you. At least I didn't. I'm kind of happy that there are a lot of imposters instead of just one, because, you know, I kind of knew about there being an imposter, but it was still a nice twist. There being, like, several imposters. I did not expect that. And also that it was Herta. That's also something I didn't expect. That was, yeah, that was such a cool twist. I loved that.
2つ、裁判に出席した騎士団のほとんどは
And it was all part of his plan, all according to Keikaku. And Master Diluc wasn't originally part of the plan, but he picked up on it and then played along. Okay.
あ、ついてきてくれ。
So it was all to find the imposters. Damn. That's completely different from what I expected, but I'm loving it. Oh, no, they're monsters, monster. Right, I completely forgot about that. They showed it in the live stream that Mondstadt was gonna be under attack by monsters. I completely forgot that.
雪山から降りてきた魔物だ。
So time to defend
そろそろ
Mondstadt.
攻撃が始まるだろう。でも、こちらも準備はしてある。ルリンの復活に備えてずっと警戒していたんだ。
So it's not like Durin is actually gonna be revived, but you know, his energy, like, this is a problem that summons a lot of monsters.
戦いは必ず起こる。だから今回の作戦を立
I
案
still think at some point we are actually gonna see Durin. Like, we kinda already have in Simulanka, but that's a different Durin. I mean the actual Durin on Dragonspine.
二人とも僕と一緒に行動してくれないか?
Of course we're gonna assist. Just tell us where to go, and we're gonna go there and slay all the monsters.
外壁の上だ。
City wall. Okay, let's go. Okay, here we have Jean and Mona. Okay, they are holding the main plaza here. See what I have to say. Headquarters are secure. Nice. They really are well prepared, it seems.
あ、ご苦労。各隊の情報によると、雪山から来た魔物
And there still might be imposters,
住民に化けている可能性がある。よく
which makes this a lot more difficult, of course.
謎の力の影響を受けている人もいるよ。
But the Knights of Favonius got this. Okay, yeah, seems like they actually do have things under control. Kinda. Good job, Jean. And hi, Mona. Oh, we have optional objectives here. Okay, that's probably all the characters we can talk to. And there are monsters here. Let's get rid of them real quick. I don't really have anything to get rid of these cryo shields quickly, but oh well. Yula can kinda get rid of them. Oh, Sucrose. She's just conducting alchemy in the middle of Mondstadt getting destroyed. Just casually standing at the alchemy table being like, yeah, I have some important research to do. Don't mind me. Monsters just running past. Oh, okay, so she worked with Diluc and Kea to get rid of the monsters here? Not long ago. Oh, do we actually get to play as them? And get rid of the monsters? Okay. Nice. Okay, it's just some hillagers though. Oh, there's more. Oh, Diluc is almost dead. There's still more here out on the bridge. There we go. So with these two guys defending the gate, Mondstadt should actually be fine. Though there are more gates than just this one. You think just because he left the Knights, he's not gonna defend Mondstadt? Seriously? It has nothing to do with altruism. It's just common sense that you would defend your home. I guess you could argue that he lives at the Dawn Winery and that Mondstadt City is not really his home. But you know what I mean, right? He wouldn't just let Mondstadt be destroyed. Okay, so she was making potions to help with the fighting. Okay, makes sense. Since Diluc and Kea did buy her the time to do that. Oh, Venti's here. That is definitely an imposter. Or he's joking. Oh, okay. He was just acting. I mean, you are a vision bearer in the eyes of normal people. So they wouldn't be surprised if you fought back against the monsters. They wouldn't just immediately think you're Barbatus. But oh well. Oh, Venti is also part of the plan?
わかった。はあ、それにしてもこんな大仕事久しぶりだよ。
ちゃんとお酒はおごるから。
And yeah, Albedo definitely knows who he is. I was right about that.
それならオッケー。
アルベド、金融野郎の正体を知って
Yeah,
る
they do,
みたいだな。
Paimon.
先ほどの裁判中、ドラゴンスパインから魔物が押し寄せてきてね。しかも途中で凶暴さを増したんだ。おそらく魔物たちの中核が君たちの作戦で危機に陥ったから
Or
だよ。
because we were pressuring the fake Herta and discovering her identity, that basically caught all the monsters here.
でも
She basically sent out a signal, a distress signal, to Dragonspine. Yeah, what exactly was the map about?
死体を埋めているところを目撃されたのは事実だよ。でもそれにはもちろん事情があった。僕が雪山を観察しているとあることに気づいたんだ。人が姿を消した。
Oh, okay. He hid the bodies of the victims who were already replaced by imposters.
雰囲気を変えてだ。彼らはルリンの力の影響を受けたと思われる。
Okay, so not all of them are imposters, some are just influenced by Durin's power.
その人に擬態してモンド城に紛れ込んだんだ。魔物に飲まれたのは家族のいない人たちばかり。その方が周りに気づかれにくいからだろう。奴らの狙いは人間の姿を借りて。
Okay, and those two are the ones he buried, and he was seen while doing this.
人に害をなそうとしていた2体だ。
And then the third spot marked on the map is where he buried the original imposter.
ディルックの旦那が見つ
So now it all makes sense.
被害者のものだったのか？
ああ。魔物は人を飲み込んだ後、ゆっくりと消化していく。けど、場合によっては体の一部を残して、
And that's why they only found teeth and bones.
最初、
アルベドが倒したのは
And there we have it, the full story is finally revealed.
旅人、以前雪山で僕の姿をしたトリックフラワーを一緒に倒した後、お互いに物語を作って
Yeah, I think I vaguely remember that.
覚えてくれていたんだね。じゃあ、1号に取って代わろうと企んだ2号がトリックフラワーを使って。
Yeah, that was implied at the end of the event that there was actually another imposter, not just the Whopper Flower.
そう。僕は2号の息の根を止めて雪山に埋めたんだ。君たちが見
And
つけた穴は
that's who he buried on Dragonspine, okay.
でもここ最近、ルリンの活性化が進みつつある。その影響を受けた魔物たちは操られる。
And by using the data of Subject 2, Durin was able to create more imposters, is that it?
2号という失敗作を吸収したことで、ルリンはその知識を取り入れた。結果、
Yeah.
そこから生まれた魔物も
That's a dangerous power.
見つけたんだ。
So what do we do about it? Because we have to stop Durin, right? Otherwise there's just gonna be more and more imposters even if we defeat the ones that are currently in Mondstadt.
また、最近雪山に長く滞在していた人たちもルリンの力の影響を受けたと考えられる。すぐに異変が現れるわけじゃないけど、影響が。
町の人たちの様子がおかしいのは君たちも気づいていたよね。さっき騎士団に攻め込もうとしたのはその人たちだったのさ。
I see.
体に潜むドゥリンの力が暴れ出すと、その人たちは一時的に闘争心に支配されるようになる。
だからわざとそうなるように仕向けたんだ。生きるか死ぬかの瀬戸際に立たされた時、生存本能は
Yeah, honestly, a very good plan.
ドゥリンの力により攻撃性を見せれば。
And since Jean obviously knew about the plan, does it mean she also already knows about Albedo's true identity? Was there actually no need to tell her?
でも、ただの一般人だったらどうするんだよ。攻撃するわけにはいかないだろ。
I mean, there must be some way to remove Durin's influence from them, right?
だから僕がここにいるんだよ。手伝うって約束した。
Yeah, you are the Archon after all, so you should help.
ウェンティが 風の力
naturally.
で彼らを抑えている間に騎士団が確保する。その後適切な処置を行う予定だ。
Okay, they're just gonna subdue them and then figure out later how to deal with the influence, Durin's influence. Okay, what exactly did that do? Just create some winds? Some updrafts?
しかもあんなにたくさん。
みんな城内の雰囲気は準備できたよ。聞こえるかい？
Oh, so that everyone can hear Albedo? That's cool.
他の正体の状況は
Okay, so now they can communicate through the entire city.
問題ない。こっちは人手が足りてるから支援も可能だ。
では側門周辺の支援を頼みます。
わかった。すぐ行こう。
すごいぞ。
Well, that's gonna make defending the city a lot easier.
雰囲気の方を向かずに小声で喋れば会話を聞かれないようにもできるよ。
Okay. So what do we wanna whisper about?
よりだよ。じゃあ僕たちは他の場所の支援に行くから。
Okay, let's go, I guess. There are some more areas around Mondstadt where we have to help out.
風神のご加護があらんこと。
Still haven't seen Amber. Where's she? Ooh, that's some cool camera movement. Okay, back to Sucrose, I guess. Or not. Kaya is still at the bridge.
はあ、選べることなら橋の真ん中になんか立ちたくないんだが。
Where's Diluc?
ん？来たか。
Oh, a lava show. And there's Diluc.
おっと危なかった。はは、冗談だ。ところでお前はいつから気づいてたんだ？
Wait, what?
最初の裁判の時だ。
Wait, is Kaya also an imposter?
となると、ヘルターの偽物に違和感を覚え
Oh no, they're just talking about generally when Diluc noticed that something was off. Okay. I thought Diluc noticed something off about Kaya for a moment there. I was like, wait, what? That would have been the twist of the century. If Kaya was an imposter the entire time during this Archon quest.
ヘルターよりも君の方に違和感があった。
俺に？弁護人としての責務を果たしていなかったとでも？
Okay, you did a good job defending Albedo.
そうじゃない。ただ、
Yeah, he didn't seem nervous at all though. That's true.
だったらディルックは俺がいつ緊張すると思うんだ？
自分で考えろ。また敵が来るぞ。
More monsters. But like I said before, when these two are holding the main gate, nothing is getting into the city. Oh, we get to fight them again. Okay, nice. Let's do this and then also use his burst. There we go. And there we have another Cho.
判決を。
Let's get rid of its shield. With some pyro attacks. I don't get to play as Diluc very often, because my Diluc still isn't built. And he's now almost dead. But be careful. Lava Churs are actually strong enemies if you don't have a full team of well-built characters. But this should be... no, not quite enough, okay. There we go. And now we are at the gate as well. Nice.
ここに来る余裕があるってことは、他のエリアはそれほど緊迫してないってことか。
Yes, all the other areas are secure.
状況はどうなんだ？
The status over here, they have it under control, Paimon.
ああ、心配無用だ。ここは俺と騎士団に惜しみなく力を貸してくれてる親切な旦那に任せてくれ。
Yeah, this civilian volunteer was totally not bad, man.
騎兵隊の元隊長と現隊長というべきじゃないか？
Wait, he was the cavalry captain before Kea? I actually didn't know that. I knew that Diluc was a knight of Favonius, of course, but I didn't know that he was the cavalry captain. Was that known or is this a new reveal? I'm really not sure.
よしてくれ。
じゃあここは頼んだよ。僕たちは他のエリアを確認してくる。
Okay, I guess we're just gonna
健闘を祈る。
check up on everyone again. Even though we already kinda did that before.
途中から僕の無実を信じてくれていたよね。
Yeah, he was.
最初の裁判の時点でもう違和感を覚えてたらしいぜ。
どちらかといえば、かつて僕を助けてくれた人が、一
So
夜で
Albedo has helped him
殺人犯
before.
になるわけがないと思った。
その言葉を聞いてなんかオイラまで嬉しくなってきたぞ。
僕を信じてくれたこと、そして騎兵隊隊長への協力に心から
Okay.
感謝する。
Let's go to the next location then.
お疲れ様。
See ya.
くれぐれも気をつけてくれよ。
Back to Fischl, I guess. No past Fischl. Up to this plaza here. Up to the church. Okay, Barbara is treating the wounded, I guess. Oh, we actually have to heal them. Okay.
みんなを守るから。
There you go. All of them are healed now.
はい、これで大丈夫だよ。
ありがとうございます。バーバ
Now back to the battle. What are you still doing here? You can fight again? So go fight.
外は危険ですので、牧師の皆様は大聖堂から出ないようお願いします。
Remain inside the cathedral. Maybe your eyes aren't actually fully healed yet because we are outside the cathedral currently.
あなたもだよ。
But I guess we're still on like cathedral grounds. You're still injured? He looked pretty healed to me. His HP bar was
この
full.
支援に戻る。
それなら私たちも何かお手伝いできると思う。
バーバラの言う通り、今は怪我人が一人で行動するには危険すぎるわ。そこにも前線に戻ろうとしてる
Kawasari's gonna protect them.
それは助かる。
なんでこんな状況になったかはよくわからないけど、お姉ちゃんたちはずっと前から今日に向けて準備してきたんだし。
Yeah. Your sister has it under control. Don't worry, Barbara.
絶対に大丈夫。
バーバラ、今忙しいか？
Oh, we actually get some Jean and Barbara interactions. That's so rare, even though they're sisters. They are rarely on screen together.
お姉ちゃん、大丈夫だよ。
伝えておきたいことがあるんだ。数日後、モンド城が騒がしくなるかもしれない。
Okay, so she gave Barbara a warning so that she would be prepared. Makes sense.
どうしてわかるの？
アルベドの予測だ。ドラゴンスパインと関係があるらしい。あそこについては彼が一番詳しいからな。
ドラゴンスパイン。モンド城が危ない。
Dragonspine does look kinda ominous. Looking at it like this from the city.
保証はできないが、騎士団が全力でモンド城を守るつもりだ。
じゃあ、お姉ちゃんのことは誰が守ってくれるの？
She can protect herself, Barbara.
安心してくれ。自分のことは自分で守ると約束しよう。
みんな無事でありますように。
They're all gonna be fine, don't worry.
バーバラ、ちょっと手を貸してくれる？
今行くよ。
So, where are we gonna go next? Jean and Mona, I guess. And Noelle. Haven't seen her yet in this quest. Wow, she got like 2 seconds of screen time and that's it. Bennett also got like 3 seconds of screen time. And there we finally have Amber and Mika. And Amber actually gets to talk, contrary to Noelle and Bennett. So they're on the lookout up there.
ヒルチャールが25体、エルフのヒルチャールが2体、あとスライムが数種類。
各元素の応戦準備を。
了解。アンバー、ミカ。
Are we gonna fight on the bridge again? Oh, we actually get to play Amber and Mika. Okay, nice. I could have just shot them from up there. Oh well. Just gonna shoot them from down here then. That's kinda cool. Fighting Hillagers on the actual walls of Mondstadt. Never thought that would happen. Wait, I was behind the wall. How did you hit me? Okay, if I aim too low, then the arrows just hit the wall, and they can just hit me through the wall. Man, those are some bad rolls. Let's use you so we can melt. Big damage. Let's also use Baron Bunny. There we go. Okay, so far so good. Don't worry, no, it's the real Herta. Oh wow. Jean basically was like, well, just consider her dead. Oh, she was your friend? Well, just pretend she's dead now. Yeah, but we still have to do something about the root of the problem. Right now we are just treating the symptoms. So Eula didn't even tell Amber? I mean, yeah, Eula has integrity. She wouldn't spill the beans of an important plan like that. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, Herta came up with that herself. So they basically faked her death so that the imposter could take her place. Missing in action, yeah, okay, that makes it easy, of course. Because if they actually, like, stated that they know she's dead, then the imposter couldn't take her place. But if she's missing in action, then the imposter can just come to Mondstadt as Herta and be like, hey, I'm back. And people would just be happy that she's back. Yeah, really good plan. I already said it before. But the imposters were really completely outplayed here. No chance against the Knights of Favonius. Though I guess it's mainly thanks to Albedo. Without him, the Knights wouldn't have known about the imposters, and then the situation would have gotten really bad really quick. 6 months ago? Okay, they planned this for a while. Interesting. So they were actually searching for her body. And that's why it took so long. Okay, so there was a spy basically among the knights, but they already singled her out.
すぐに打ち明けていたら相手に突っ込まれていただろう。それでもし雪山の生物の擬態の話になれば、つまり反論すれば僕の正体がバレて、反論しなければ殺人の罪を背負うことになる。
Yeah, well, I guess the imposters also had a good plan, but not good enough.
なるほどな。突破口を見つけられて本当に良かったぜ。
ありがとう。それからもう一つ、君は気づいてないかもしれないけど、
Yeah,
実は最初から
you
君
didn't know it,
作戦
but we
の
were a
一員
part
だ
of
ったん
it.
だ。その点に
I
つい
mean,
て
basically Dahlia and
僕は
Venti
謝らせ
sent
て
us
ほ
to
しい。
investigate, and Jean, and
事前
they
に
all knew about the
作戦を
plan,
共有
so...
できずに
And
申し訳なか
Kea,
った。
when he saw us at the gate, he just immediately brought us to headquarters to participate in the trial. As soon as we arrived in Mondstadt, we were already part of the plan, basically, whether we knew it or not.
こう言うと戸惑うかもしれないけど、あえて君たちに黙っていたのは、作戦をより確実に成功させるためだったんだ。
Yeah, by having us investigate, and we who know about the imposter, and even we were almost convinced that he is guilty. I mean, I wasn't, but you know, in-game, Lumine and Paimon were almost convinced he was guilty. That made Herta, imposter Herta, feel even more safe and feel like she had the upper hand. Because if even the Traveler could be deceived and made to believe that Albedo is a murderer, then that basically means the imposter wins.
作戦を立てた当初から、僕の執務室にある資料を調べてくれる人が必要だと考えていた。君ならウィンドブルーム祭の期間中に
And that's why they did it during Windbloom as well.
そして裁判のことを知ったら
Damn, what a perfect plan. I'm wondering though, we still haven't seen or heard anything about the Hexen Circle. I thought the Hexen Circle was gonna appear in this quest. But it feels like it's almost over now.
2号は雪山で君を見たことがある。
And yeah, this is basically what I said, that if she thought that even we had lost faith, then that would make her even more confident. Which is what happened, of course.
その通り。最初から君も計画の中に含まれていた。もっと早くに伝えられず申し訳ない。
It's fine, Jean. I get it. You couldn't really tell us because the imposter could have heard. I mean, Miles, the other imposter, was constantly eavesdropping on everything. So yeah, it was best not to tell us. It was an honor to take part in this amazing plan. But now, let's not waste any more time and get rid of this problem altogether. The entire imposter issue. Okay, guess there are still more areas where we have to help out, so let's just do all that. Oh, there's Dahlia now with Sucrose. Interesting.
まさか裁判所の外がこんなことになってるなんて。
Oh, you're plenty brave, Sucrose, don't worry.
本当にビビりだな。
Just that you're out here at all, helping with the fight, already means that you are brave.
そうですか。結構メンタルは強い方だと思ってましたけど。
Yeah, and that as well.
アルベド先生の正体を知っち
Yeah,
ゃった
no,
んじゃないかな。
that secret is no longer gonna be a secret. The cat is out of the bag. But that's fine. Oh, they already knew. I was talking so much about letting Jean know about Albedo's true identity, but that just would have played right into the imposter's hands. I now realize that. But you know, at the time I obviously didn't know about their plan and stuff. So from my perspective, it was the right thing to do. But yeah, of course, Jean would already know about this. They just really made it seem like she didn't know. But yeah, I'm actually glad that they don't keep important things like that from the leader of Mondstadt. Acting leader, I guess, but you know, still.
前言を撤回しましょう。君は確かにいつも驚いてますね。
ごめんなさい。アルベド先生が打ち明け
It kind of makes sense, you know, if he wants them to trust him, then he should be open about that. What his origins.
もう話しても問題ないと判断したんだと思います。だってほら、君も知ってるし、私も知ってる。
Yeah, it really doesn't change anything.
大したことじゃないでしょ。
この前、図書館でアルベド先生からその話を
Oh, Sucrose only found out a few days ago? I thought she was the first one to know, considering that she is like a student and has been for so long. And she didn't know all that time? And you only told her a few days ago? Okay.
恐怖ではなくて怖くはなかった。自分の学んできた
Yeah, maybe being created by Mini-Durin is an even bigger deal than I thought. I mean, of course, it's a very big deal, you know, Mini-Durin is insane and powerful, but still, like, they're acting like it could have completely destroyed him if that information got out. And I guess it could have, yeah. But it's nice to see that they are not judging him by the insanity of his mother or creator. That's the end of the battle, right? I don't think there's any more monsters here.
みんなご苦労だった。怪我はないか？
大丈夫。事前の準備がバッチリだったから被害も少なかった。
And no casualties.
あと
Nice.
よかった。後で確認しよう。
戻ったぜ。
みんな大丈夫だったかい？
アンバーは平気？
Oh, Eula asking for Amber immediately. It's cute. Still one of the best Genshin ships, Eula Amber.
大丈夫だよ。
And there she is.
クレイがエウルアお姉ちゃんを武装したんだよ。
Yeah, great job, Clay.
そうなの？クレイすごいね。
他のものは？
ただいま戻りました。任務はすべて完了です。
ああ、無事でよかった。今回の防衛作戦が成功したのは皆のおかげだ。
ジン団長もお疲れ様。ここ数日
Yeah, Jean,
いろいろと
you're a
大変だ
great
った。
leader. I already
ゆっ
said
く
it
り休む
before,
といい。
but it's true.
ああ、そうさせてもらう。だがその言葉、そっくりそのまま。
Oh yeah, he definitely deserves a break.
いや、僕の仕事はまだ終わっていないんだ。
Yeah, we still haven't taken care of Durin.
あ、そうか。あ、思い出した。
So, on to Dragonspine, I guess.
ちょうど旅人とパイモンもいるし、後で一緒に本部で話そう。
手の空いた者は騎士団や教会に戻って休むといい。
Okay, yes, we're not going to Dragonspine right away, but first back to headquarters
一緒に帰ろっか。
to discuss
ムーンパイもあるから
our
ね。
next steps.
やったー。
Oh, please, that's so cute. And yes, her name is pronounced Klee. That's also a German word.
やあ、
It
みんな。
means clover. And it's not a coincidence that she's named that, because her constellation is literally a clover.
ウェンティ殿、今回は大変な役を任せてしまったな。
大変？あれ、必死に逃げ回ってたことがバレちゃった？
I doubt you were running for your life at any point.
いや、
But I guess
そ
he
ん
still
な
wants to keep up the
今の
act.
は聞かなかったことにしてくれ。
And Gina's like, okay, well, apologies. I didn't realize. You still wanted to pretend.
冗談だよ。でも今回は確かに大変だったね。
Oh yeah, that sounds so tough. Poor Venti.
風の中に君の聞きたかった言葉はあったかい？
うん、収穫はあったよ。外壁の上で長いこと耳を傾けてた甲斐があったね。苛立っている声、子供が不安がる
Anxious
声、
voices and a child's
怒りに
anger?
震える声、全部聞こえた。
What does that mean?
物語に出てきた2号の感情を吸収したことで、ドゥリンは孤独であるにもかかわらず、この世界のことをいくらか理解した。
Oh.
例えば、
Durin is mad that he's siblings?
母の唯一の子じゃないこととかね。また、自分が完璧な作品じゃないこと
Oh,
に
he's mad that he is less perfect than
それを
Albedo.
受け入れられなかったドゥリンには、とても生々しい感情が生まれた。完全体を消そう。母の子は一人で十分だ。というね。ドゥリンの生存本能と競争心から生まれたその思考は、関わった者たちすべてに伝播した。僕を裁判の場に立たせたことは、ドゥリンが2号の思考パターンを模倣して取った中で、最も賢い行動と言える。
Interesting. So what do we do about it now?
だが、そもそもドゥリンは社会への適応力を持ち合わせていない。その発
So basically they're saying Durin is still just a child when it comes to like its intelligence and the way it sees the world.
今も近くから聞こえるよ。
Phonia? Oh, is that the informant they were talking about before?
ファニーヤ、なぜ報告に来なかったんだ？
特に報告することがなかったので。
そうか。さっき君が第7小隊に転属したことについて話していた。今回の防衛作戦で君はパトロールと後片付けを担当
This
し
is
て
probably
いたのだろう？
bait.
問題はなかったか？
Jean is, depending on how she answers, Jean is probably gonna know whether she's an imposter or
順調
not.
でしたのでご安心を。
うん。一つ聞きたいのだが。
Yeah, of course she already knows. They said as much. They know about an informant and they isolated her from the wind conversations.
もしや戦いの最後に風で通達した内容を聞いておらず、元の計画通り側門に集合すると。
戦闘中、
And yeah, she was excluded from the wind blessing.
君はそのどれも聞いていない。なぜなら、ドゥリンの力の影響を受けている。
Oh, she's not an actual imposter. She's one of the people under Durin's influence. I see.
私は
Oh, it was a trap. She was already surrounded.
動くな。あとは本部に戻ってからゆっくり話そう。怖がらないでいい。君の体に残った悪いものは僕がどうにかする。
Okay. So we caught her, and now all that's left to do is defeat Durin.
ファニーヤを他の人に任せてきた。彼女を元に戻せそうか？
ああ、次の行動がうまくいけばね。
次の行動？
Yeah, of course it isn't over, Paimon. We already knew that. We still have to take care of Durin, who's still regaining his power.
ここから先は僕個人の計画だよ。三種会談を行えるか。さっき
Tripartite conference? Okay, that sounds like a conference with 3 parties, of course. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. The question is which 3 parties. I mean, one would be the Knights of Favonius, and I'm guessing the second one would be the Hexen Circle. We haven't talked about the Hexen Circle yet at all in this quest, but they did mention the Hexen Circle in the live stream and mentioned that Alice is gonna play a role in this quest. And then who or what is the third party? Maybe just Venti? Is it just the Knights, the Hexen Circle, and the Anemo Archon? Conference between those 3 parties? Maybe. Let's see.
君たちは知らないかもしれないが、その会談は数年前に初めて行われた。
Okay, that's relatively new apparently.
ファルカ大団長だった。
One of Grandmaster Barker's ideas. Interesting.
はるかに魔女会と連絡を取りたいから間に入ってくれ
Yeah,
って
okay.
言われた
Hexen Circle mentioned for the first time in this quest. There we go. So this is where we finally gonna talk to the Hexen Circle, or at least some members of it.
お姉さん？ファルカって思ったより若いやつなのか？
Nah, he probably isn't that young. I mean, he is at least older than Jean, right? And Jean is like, I don't know, in her mid-20s maybe, if I had to guess. It's one thing I don't really like about Genshin is that we don't really have confirmation on the ages of most characters. Like, we know some of them are hundreds or thousands of years old, of course, but like for most characters, especially like the normal humans, we strangely don't know how old they are. We can just guess. And Jean, I would say, she just seems to me like she would be like mid-20s, somewhere around that. And I hope that Walker is like at least in his 30s, maybe 40s, like a little bit older, since he is the Grandmaster of the Knights of Favonius, right? And Jean is like the young, promising talent that would be his successor eventually when he retires. But yeah, what is Venti saying here? Not exactly young, but not old either. So yeah, maybe he is in his 30s. I think that qualifies as not young, but not old. 3 parties: Hexencircle, Anemo Archon, and Knights of Favonius, and also the Church, I guess. They count as one faction. Okay. Yeah, I was right about that pretty much, except I didn't include the Church.
バルバトス様の仲介のもと、大団長は魔女と正式に面会する機会を得た。
That sounds so interesting. I wanna see that meeting. Wouldn't it be so awesome if they showed us Walker in this Archon Quest? I mean, you can kinda see him here, but is this really what he's gonna look like? It could just be, you know, like a general representation of a Grandmaster of the Knights of Favonius. It doesn't have to mean that Walker actually looks like this, but it would be cool if we see actual, like, Walker in this quest. Just a little teaser, you know? Maybe at the end. I don't think that's actually gonna happen, but it would be awesome. Okay, he got them to agree to a important request. What request? Oh, interesting. So it's kind of like an alliance between Mondstadt and the Hexencircle. That explains why the Hexencircle is so active in Mondstadt. Or maybe they were active there before already, and Walker took advantage of that and was like, hey, if you're already here, you know, we might as well help each other out. And let's not forget that the daughter of one member of the Hexencircle is a Knight of Favonius. So that probably also plays a role in all of this. And I guess also the son of another member of the Hexencircle, I mean, right here, is also a Knight of Favonius. So there is already a connection, like, even without that alliance that Walker forged. And now we're gonna use the Dodo communication device to call Alice, probably, right? Well, that's a male voice. Oh, I think they already showed it in livestream as well. We actually reached Walker here instead of the Hexencircle. Oh, this is Walker. Oh, I like that voice. So that is our Walker teaser. We don't get to see him, but we get to hear him. No, don't end the call yet, Venti. I want to talk to him a bit. I think I know that voice. I mean, I watch so many anime in Japanese that most voices I recognize, but not for all of them I can, like, name the voice actor or voice actress. For some of them I can. But yeah, now I don't think I know the name of this voice actor, but I definitely know the voice. I'm pretty sure I've heard it somewhere. I'm trying to think of characters that were voiced by this voice actor, but I'm blanking right now on any names. Oh well, let's just continue here. Is that really it? Is this all we get to hear from Walker? No, Venti, don't do it. Oh, okay. Well, next up, Alice. You obviously have heard Alice before, but also still not seen her. Did he hide it beneath the great tree? Possible. You gotta check next time you're there, Jean. But yeah, now let's talk to Alice finally.
あらもしもし誰かしら
Yeah, that's her.
アリスさん、こんにちは。ウェンティだよ。
ウェンティ
It doesn't ring a bell.
私は知らないけど
Does she not know him as Venti, or is she just messing with him? Does she only know him as Barbatus?
もう忘れたふりしちゃってさ。
ごめんねつい
Okay, just a bit of fun. She was just messing with
ア
him.
ルバトス様何かご用かしら
三種階段を覚えているかい？実は今日、ある友人にそれを開きたいって頼まれてね。
あらそんな勇気のある子がまだモンドにいたの
Well, the son, or, you know, creation of one of your colleagues, Albedo.
アリスさん
Right, he calls her aunt. Kind of forgot about that.
セピロス騎士団
But it makes sense, of
調査
course.
隊隊長のアルベドが魔女会と正式な会談を行うことを願ってるんだ。
It's gonna be so interesting to see how many members of the Hexen Circle are actually gonna be there, and which ones. I don't think we're gonna see Renadot here yet. It's probably gonna have to wait until Khaenri'ah.
これまで誰も成し得なかったことをしたい
We're probably not gonna really see any of them. Because Hoiwa still wants to keep them, like, kind of a secret. I mean, everybody knows about the Hexen Circle, but we don't have any official designs for them yet. And from what I remember from the live stream, Alice is just gonna appear in the form of one of the, what are they called, Dodokos? The little plushy things that Clay has.
誰もあなたの母レインドットさえも
いや物事の定義で言うと違うけど場所と材料から考えると
Yeah, that's definitely gonna pique Alice's interest.
どういう意味だ面白そう
Exactly what I said.
ちょっと待ってて
行くってこの執務室にか？
Yeah, there she is, but not in her actual human form. But instead she's a Dodoko.
アリスさん今回は大きなドドコなんだね
可愛くないほらドドコ専用の帽子も
The day they drop Alice's drip marketing is gonna be the most hyped day in Genshin history. Or at least one of the most hyped days.
器用だなみんな久しぶりね会えて嬉しい魔女会を代表してアルベドちゃんのお願いを聞いてあげる
Okay, just like that, she's granting the request. Nice.
けどその前に準備が必要かしら大丈夫よ
Find me at the long
落ち着いた
table.
らテーブルの横に来てちょうだい
Is that the same table that we saw during one of the Mondstadt events? It was like high up on a floating rock, if I remember correctly.
アリスって優しいんだな私はいつもそうでしょ
ありがとうアリスさん会談を始める前にある友人に会って
Someone
ほ
you
しい
need to meet. Who?
その子は僕の執務室にいる
Okay. I've no idea who he's talking about. But yeah, well, let's just go to his office and see who's waiting there. Oh, wait, what? Mini-Durin? I did not expect to see him here. Wait, then Wanderer's here as well, right? Is that the person that Albedo was talking about, or was he just talking about Mini-Durin? I did not expect that. Oh my god. I kinda already knew when I started this quest that the Albedo quest with the imposter was gonna be important for this, but I did not know that Simulanka would also be important for this. And that Mini-Durin would appear. I mean, it kinda makes sense, yeah, since this quest is kinda about Durin, and he is a version of Durin, kinda. Yeah, makes sense for him to appear here.
大声出さないでよシビジュリンどうしてお前がここにいるんだ
It's
よ
probably gonna help us in calming down Big Durin.
実はさっきの戦いを僕もこっそ
He
り
was here the
手伝って
entire
たん
time.
だパイモンの肩を叩いて挨拶しようとしたけど
Why did we not see you?
モンドに来て何日か経ったけ
And
ど
where's Wanderer?
みんなを怖がらせない
I thought we were traveling together.
ずっと隠れてたんだ 安心しろ。オイラたちは怖がらないから。
He's still so cute.
遊びに来たわけじゃなくってね。
Okay. So they were working together. When did they meet? I mean, it's nice that they met at some point because, you know, they're both created by the Hexenzirkel. I mean, Mini-Durin wasn't really created by Rine, right? It was basically Alice who created him by bringing to life the stories of that other member of the Hexenzirkel who was a writer, and I forgot her name, sadly. What was she called again? But yeah, Mini-Durin technically isn't one of Rine creations. But since he's based on the actual Durin, he's also part Rine creation. I'm not sure. This is all a bit confusing, but yeah, okay. So they are working together. That's the important part here. Albedo and Mini-Durin. He's gonna replace the Durin on Dragonspine. Oh, interesting. So he's gonna take Durin's place as the dragon to be brought into this world, even though he already kinda is in this world. Yeah, didn't it already happen? But this is another case of why don't they make old events replayable? Like, for newer players, this is gonna be so confusing. To turn him into a human? But I like his little dragon form, he's so cute. I don't think he needs a human form. But I also kinda wanna see it. I wanna see his human form. Imagine if Mini-Durin becomes a playable character at some point in his human form. That would actually be kinda cool. Yeah, it's not simple, but he probably can do it. I mean, if someone can turn him into a human, it's Albedo. Yeah, he is. He definitely is not as smart and cute as you. So he's not gonna just be Mini-Durin turned into a human, he's gonna be kinda a fusion of Big Durin and Mini-Durin. So a new being that's gonna be humanoid, maybe. So there's a certain risk here that the Big Durin could take him over, so to say. Yeah, it is kinda normal. He's not wrong about that. Okay. If it's really what you wanna do, and if Albedo can make it happen, then I don't see why not. Yeah, that's the important part here. That you are doing this of your own accord. He will become another homunculus. So also kind of like a sibling to Albedo, I guess. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Family, siblings. Yeah, that's what I wanna know. Where is that guy and does he know about this? Oh, you know, Wanderer. It's so funny that they call him Head Guy. Like, officially in the story. Okay, so he didn't come here with Mini-Durin, but he kinda approves of it. Like, this is Wanderer's way of saying, okay, that sounds awesome, go do it. Yeah. Man, these characters just say exactly what I say all the time. I'm on a roll right now in predicting what they're gonna say. Well then, now that we have met Mini-Durin here, let's go meet the Hexen Circle. Wait, the marker is it just in the Imaginarium Theater? I mean, yet that place was created by the Hexen Circle, so it would make sense. Yeah, we really just have to go here, okay. I was expecting somewhere else, but yeah, she was talking about a long table, and this certainly is a long table. I don't think we've seen a longer one anywhere else. Hi Alice, let's go do this trial. And I see a chessboard, and I know that the new boss, I think it's actually a weekly boss even, is like a chess piece, or several chess pieces.
適当でいいの？偉い人の席に座っちゃったらどうしよう。多分誰もそんなこと気にしないから大丈夫よ。肩の力を抜いてちょうだい。バルバトスところで、ジンさんは。
Oh yeah, Jean isn't here.
今日はモンドでいろいろ起きたからね。
Okay, she still had to take care of the city. Make sure that everything is alright.
そう、残念。あの子をお茶に誘いたかったのに。それで、アルベドちゃん、あなたがなそうとしてることって何かしら？
Oh, you know, just turning a little dragon from a fantasy book into an actual human. Or rather, a homunculus.
ああ、担当直入に言おう。ドラゴンスパインにいるマリュー・ドゥリンを殺したい。
That's another way to say that, I guess.
それから魔女会にはある錬金術の材料を
He's not gonna tell them about Mini-Durin? Why wouldn't he?
言ってみて。
Well, I guess he's gonna get to this part in a minute or so. Flesh of that immortal monster from the Marachivari? Ooh, Marachivari mentioned? There are rumors that this is gonna be another map area that we're gonna get at some point. It's in Natlan, right? I think.
それから？
母レインドットが残した廃紙も必要だ。
Embryo left by Rinedot here.
あれは彼女が昔
Interesting.
魔獣を作った時に使った材料だからあんまり残ってないんだけど。
Okay, so she used that to create monsters. But what exactly is it?
竜の血、肉片、廃紙。これが欲しいってことは。
Oh, Alice knows.
生命を
She knows what he's trying to do.
ああ。マリュー・ドゥリンが死んだ後、その心臓は未だに動き続けている。数百年、数千年、時間さえあればいつか復活するだろう。長年雪山を観察してきた僕はその危険性をよく理解している。まだ蘇っていないにもかかわらず、モンドは今回の
Less than half his original strength. So he still isn't even close to his former strength.
だが、あの竜が消滅することはないし。
Yeah, Durin is kind of like a god in that regard.
特殊個体だ。
You know, like Orobashi in Inazuma, for example, whose remains are also still causing problems.
だから、ドゥリンの脅威をなくすには、その息の根を止めた後、別の存在へと生まれ変わらせるしかないと考えた。元の姿でもなければ、完全な化け物でもない。より人間に近い存在に。
I actually can't wait to see Durin's human form.
夏にクレイと一緒にシムランカという童話の世界に行ったことをアリスさんも覚えているだろう。あそこは 魔女の領域だった。
Klee and I visited a fairy tale world. What about the Traveler and Paimon, you know? I guess this is their way of letting newer players know what happened. But it's not enough of an explanation. Seriously, Hoyoverse, just make old events playable, at least the ones that are important to the story. Like basically all the summer events, because most of them have lore on the Hexen Circle and Alice. And then of course Simulanka is now important for this Archon quest. And yeah, Alice seems to have realized what Albedo is really up to.
あの旅で僕はあることを知った。ドゥリンは必ず復活することを。それと同時に僕は着想を得た。M によって作られた純粋な魂であれば。
And yeah, the name of that member of the Hexen Circle who created Simulanka was M, which is not really a name, it's just, you know, a letter. Maybe that's why I didn't remember it, I don't know. Because I don't think we know her actual name, or maybe we do. I'm not sure.
それから僕はある錬金術の構想を練った。シムランカの童話に登場する竜を魂、そして人弱界の魔獣の肉片と母が残した胚子を体にするんだ。
Interesting.
竜の毒による腐敗の力は魔獣の肉片の異様な活性力によって打ち消される。
Yeah, sounds like it could work.
常に保ち続けるはずだ。腐敗の力と生命力がぶつかり合うことで強力な副反応が生まれるだろう。
And that's what he wrote in his notes, right? He wrote about festering forces and life energy. So he was researching that the entire time. Yeah, just make sure you don't become another Renadot here, Albedo. Make sure you don't lose your way doing those experiments.
ただ二人とも特別で面白いと思っただけよ。バルバトスに頼んだのも納得。あなたが必要とする材料はとても貴重で、少しでも扱い誤れば大惨事になりかねない。
But you're still gonna give us the materials, right, Alice? But we're probably gonna have to defeat her chess pieces first.
材料を手に入れたいなら魔女界の試練を突破しなさい。
Yeah. Hexen Circus trial. Okay, let's do this. I can't wait to see this boss fight. It looked so cool in the live stream. Wait, I'm joining you in this thing? Yes, of course we are.
これは魔女たちの慣例でもあるの。
アリスさんは賑やかなのが好きで、友人同士が助け合い、一緒に成長する。
So Albedo was kind of predicting that we would have to go through a trial.
あなたが試練を乗り越えて成長するところを親友が見届けてくれたらとっても。ただ今回パイモンは一緒に行けないの。
Okay, no Paimon.
魔女界の試練はすっごく難しいから。それに
So it's just gonna be Lumine and Albedo. Yeah, I guess if it's a chess match, kinda. I mean, obviously it's not gonna really be a chess match, but you know, you need a king and a queen, so it's kinda, you know, Albedo and Lumine can be that. Don't worry, Paimon, we got this. I'm gonna be back in a minute. Of course, let's do this. Yes.
愛しい子たちよ。ドド大魔王の魔法を乗り越えられるかしら。
Ooh. Okay. We actually... she actually shrunk us down. Wait, we're fighting on the actual chessboard. Oh, that's kind of funny. I love this.
なるほど。魔女界らしいやり方だ。
But it still seems to be like a closed off space and not on the actual table where we just were. Wow, Alice looks really menacing here. And Lumine is talking again. Okay, so they can still see us, Paimon and Venti, so
どうかした？
we are probably actually still on the table. It just doesn't look like it from in here.
いや、ただ小さくなって
And I love how much Lumine talks in this Archon Quest. I know I already said it like 10 times, but it's so nice to see her like actually interact with the characters properly. Not just us choosing dialogue options and her not saying anything.
パイモンっていつも元気だよね。
心配はいらない。すぐにパイモンのところに戻れる。
アルベドちゃんは自信満々みたいね。
まさかアリスさん直々に試練を与えてくれるなんてね。
あなたの母のレインドットは立場的にふさわしくないでしょ。となると
Where is Rena Dot here actually?
試せる人は誰かしら。だから私が二人のために舞台を用意したの。
Yeah, and this is the boss. Or I think both of these actually.
さあ、この子たちを倒せるかしら。目的を果たすに足る力があることを証明してみて。童話に登場する勇者のように茨の道を越え勝利をつかんでみなさい。
Okay, let's do this. Do we just... Oh, the king just absorbed all the other pieces. Okay, that's interesting. I guess we just attack. Let's do this, and this, and this. Doing very good damage here. It might die actually before Eula's burst hits. No, 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 don't teleport away. I'm gonna miss my burst. There we go. Okay, good damage. And that's first phase done, right? Okay, now the queen is here. Let's burst with Raiden. Okay, good damage. Very good damage. The queen is almost dead already. There we go. Now it's first phase done, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, that was easy, but fun. It's probably a bit easier in the story than the actual boss fight is gonna be. That's usually how it is. I kinda wish they wouldn't nerf boss fights in the story. Wait, it's someone else now, not Alice. Who's that? Definitely another member of the Hexen Circle, of course, but which one? It's not Rena Dot here, right? Was she actually pronounced Ryan Dot here in English? I've been saying Rena Dot the entire quest. I hope that wasn't wrong. Oh well. But I don't think it's Ryan Dot here. Might be M. But isn't M dead? Anyway, cool cutscene. Oh wow. They're like actual mechas now. Honestly, I love that. That's a really cool looking boss. Or, you know, bosses, since it's two. I think that's our first, like, dual weekly boss. I mean, we have some normal bosses that's like two bosses in one, but haven't had it for a weekly boss yet. Anyway, let's see. Get Jean's burst back, and then we start the rotation again. Don't have Eula's burst though. Yeah, my Eula doesn't have enough energy recharge. Otherwise the build is pretty good, but she's really just lacking energy recharge. Oh, what now? What are they doing? Oh, Frozen. You have to trigger Frozen. Okay, I guess I was too slow. Oh, okay, that just one-shots, I guess. Yeah, most weekly bosses nowadays have some one-shot mechanic. That's just how it is. But let's Unleash Rena's Burst again. Heal up with Jean's Burst, and I guess we just use Raiden's Burst here since we don't have Eula's. So that should kill the king. There we go. Oh, Raiden almost dead. That's not good. Oh, she's reviving the king. Okay, we have to kill them at the same time, I guess. Makes sense, actually. Stay here, king. And yeah, now he's gonna revive the queen. I really gotta time this right. I think I'm just gonna unleash Eula's Burst now. Should be fine. They're both almost dead. So I don't need to buffer with Furina right now. Yeah, because they're just dead. Okay. That was fun. I didn't really pay attention to the mechanics much. I just, you know, hit them with whatever I could. And, okay, it's Barbeloth. Maybe they said it during the cutscene, and I didn't see it, I don't know. But yeah, Barbeloth, of course, is Mona's master, right? If I remember correctly. I think we talked to her during the Fontaine Archon Quest. And Alice is also here, of course. So is it just those two, or any more members of the Hexen Circle here? Oh, Barbeloth is already leaving. She's just casually dissing Mona. Okay. And she's gone. Oh, Alice is sad. Wanted to talk more with her old friend, I guess. Okay, we did it. So now let's turn Mini-Durin into a human. I mean, yeah, it was easy, except for that one part where Eula died, because I didn't realize I just had to trigger freeze on them, which I could have easily done with Furina and Eula, but oh well. It was still not a very hard boss fight. It's not time to relax just yet. We still haven't done what we're here to do. And that is defeat Durin and turn Mini-Durin into a human. We can head there immediately. I'm free right now. Yeah, let's go do it. Right now. Bye, Alice. Yeah, we have to go down to the heart. So, the cave entrance is over there. It's actually been a while since I've been here. Dragonspine. I mean, I've been here during this quest, of course, but I mean before this quest. And it's been even longer since I've been down here. At the place where Durin's heart is. Still looks so ominous. But it also looks really cool. We're gonna get a cutscene here? Or is he just... No, okay, no cutscene. Looks like he's absorbing energy. Maybe he's taking the blood, because he needs the dragon blood for this experiment, right? Actually, some good questions, Paimon.
もしくは動物とか魔物なのか？
錬金術の観点から言えば、僕もドゥリンも人造物だけど、生物学の観点から言
Okay,
え
he
ば、
doesn't see Durin
僕
as
た
the
ちの間
skin.
には何の共通
アルベドは竜と人間なら人間の方が好きってことか？
好き嫌いではなく、僕は僕を人間の一種だと思っている。命には様々な形があり、それぞれ特別。
I mean, yeah, you are very human-like, Albedo. That's true. You definitely don't look like a dragon.
僕はその中で最も特殊で稀な存在だ。チビドゥリンから聞いたかもしれないけど、あの子は魔竜ドゥリンに取って代わろうとしている。僕と話した後、あの子は人間になりたいと思うようになった。確かに興味深くて挑戦的なことでもあるから、その気持ちはわかる。
So, is this considered an act of creation?
今回の計画は広い意味で過去と未来に関わるもので、多くの人にとって重要だ。計画を遂行する最大の意義もそこにある。そしてチビドゥリンが望む姿になるのはその次に重要なことだ。
Yeah, okay, but that's not really answering our question.
この2つのこと以外、つまり僕の個人的な動機は大したことじゃない。強いて言えば、僕にとってありえない命を育むことは、この世界自体を
Interesting
育むことで
viewpoint.
もあるんだ。より完璧な形で命を誕生させる。それは世界をより良くすることとも言える。なすべきかどうかではなく、そうしたいかどうかだ。錬金術師の目的は様々な知識を吸収して理解すること。もちろん今回のことを実験だとは思っていないよ。何せこれはモンドに関わることで、
Still putting his role as a knight
セ
first.
ピロス騎士団の一員だからね。
Because, yeah, this is obviously not just about creating new life, it's also about eliminating a threat to Mondstadt.
この答えで満足できたかい？
Well, I guess it answers it well enough. Thanks. Okay, there we go.
完了だ。
He's done with this part. Now, let's put all the ingredients together, I guess.
ドゥリンの心臓は大きいし、その全てが必要なわけじゃない。コアの部分だけを。
Okay, so this is the heart of the heart, basically.
でも心臓が動くことはないだろう。今回ドゥリンの肉体はようやく死ねるはずだ。
他にも影響を受けた奴らがいたよな。
I mean, for the people under his influence, the influence is hopefully gonna go away when Durin is not there anymore, or the new Durin can remove it. And the fake ones, the imposters, they might die.
騎士団が見張っているよ。新たなドゥリンを創造することは、彼らの受けた影響を取り除くことと同義でもある。
Yeah, basically what I said.
これで錬成人は完成する。一連の厄介な問題も解決できるだろう。
Okay, I guess we're done in Dragonspine. So let's return to Mondstadt. I thought the creation of the new humanoid Durin would happen here, but guess we are doing it in the city. Or close to the city.
くれてありがとう。
Oh, call it a day here. So we're not doing it today, not right away.
気にすんな。オイラたちもす
No, I guess we still have to make some preparations. Okay, I guess we just have to wait 2 days now. And then we are finally gonna see Mini-Durin's new form. So, what's gonna happen here now? Let's see.
皆も知っての通り、今年のウィンドブルーム祭は困難に満ちていたが、我々は一丸となることで、
Indeed we have.
する敵を撃退できた。
But now it's time to celebrate.
今年度のウィンドブルーム祭のスターは、まさにこたびの騒動で多大な貢献
Oh,
を
are
して
we
くれ
gonna
た
be the
人物
Windbloom Star? Is it gonna be Lumine?
彼は屈強とは言えない見た目だが、戦いの流れを読むことと 人々の心を並
Oh,
べるこ
it's
とを
gonna be
糧に
Venti.
自分なり
Okay.
の方法で皆をサポートしてくれた。では、今年のウィンドブルーム祭のスターに
I would have thought either Lumine or Albedo.
銀融詩人の
I mean, Venti's Blessing of Wind was very useful during the fight, but it's not officially Venti who created the Wind Blessing, right? It was Barbatos, and nobody here except, you know, Lumine and Jean know that he's the Anemo Archon. So what exactly is Venti's contribution to the fight? I mean, I guess she said that he's like keeping morale up with his songs and, you know, making everyone happy, and that is important, of course. But I feel like after everything that happened in this quest, there are other characters who would deserve it more, but oh well. Congrats, Venti, on being this year's Windbloom star.
本当に僕でいいの？
何を言う。ウェンティ殿こそ適任だ。
うん、わかった。じゃあ、
That's the only thing he cares about. Unlimited free
ウィンドブル
drinks.
ーム祭のスターからのお願いを断る人などいないだろう。なんならグラスを手に選ばれた気持ちを語ってくれてもいい。
He's gonna give a speech while drunk. That would be so like
そ
him.
れじゃあ、僕の気持ちはこの歌で送らせてもらうよ。さあ、最高の銀融詩人のショーが始まる。
Please tell me there's gonna be an actual song and a cutscene to go with it. Yes, there is. Nice. Let's hear it. And fireworks. Is Yoimir here? He's obviously not the only fireworks maker in Tevat. But I just think of Yoimir every time I see fireworks. I love Yoimir so much. And this is where it happens. Mini-Durin. Oh, this is so exciting. What is he gonna look like? Please don't just look like an Albedo clone. Have your own design. Your own amazing character design. Oh wow, the entirety of Mondstadt becomes like Albedo's magic circle, I guess. It's a grand project. And here we see all the other characters. Sucrose and Timaeus are helping, of course. While everyone else is distracted by the fireworks, the alchemists are doing their thing. It's happening.
不朽のムクロを神聖なる血肉と化せ。賢者たちよ、我が偉業を刮目せよ。
This really does feel grand. Come on, Durin, you can do it. So did it work? Come on, show us.
どう？よかったでしょ？
Yeah, it was amazing. Okay, are we gonna get to see Durin now? What does he look like? Oh my god. Oh my god, he already looks so cool. Oh, he has to be a playable character. Oh, just from the little glimpse we got there, I can already tell that's like a playable character design. Like, there's no way they're not gonna make him playable at some point. Come on, just show us the full design now. Please. I want to see it.
ああ、すべて終わったよ。
じゃあ、ちびどりはもう人間になったんだな。
He does.
でも、
And he's so
構
cool.
築されたばかりの体はまだ不安定だ。しばらく
Don't tell me they're not actually gonna show us the entire design. It's just this little glimpse in the cutscene. Like, come on. You can't do this. You can't leave us hanging like that. Please.
今どんな気分だ？
望んでいたことをやり遂げ、目標も達成できたから悪くない気分だよ。
He's basically almost as good as Mini-Durin now, right? In terms of, like, alchemy. Since he actually created life. He did need some of Renadotti's materials. He needed the help of the Hexen Circle, but still, that's a huge achievement.
彼女が見たらきっといつもと違った表情を見せてくれるだろう。
彼女？
僕の師匠にして母の
Yeah, of course he's talking about her, Paimon. Who else?
もうだいぶ前だけど、彼女が僕をモンドに向かわせたとき、ある大きな課
Find
題
the
を与え
truth
た
of
ん
the
だ。
world. You mean
世界の真
like
相を探せとい
that
う
the sky is fake? And that everything is going in a big samsara?
僕の推測を確かめるのに少し時間がかかったけど、結果は予想通りだった。
Get a life. Wait, she just told him to get a life. Okay, that's funny.
生活することは大半の人からすると全く難しいことじゃないだろう。
And you know, I think you succeeded. You got a life. You are a well-respected member of the Knights of Favonius now. You got a stable job. You got friends. You got accomplishments. And you're having fun doing what you do. That's the most important thing.
僕と世界の間には生活がある。本物の人間であるなら、それがなければならない。だから、ホムンクルスが生活を見つけられたとき、それはある程度世界を知ったことに、つまり真相を見つけたということに。
But is that really actually what Reindotir meant when she said find the truth of the world? I mean, it's his interpretation and it's valid, but I'm not so sure if that is actually what she wanted him to do.
なるほど。だから雪山の魔物たちがお前の代わりになろうとしたり、モンドに攻め込んだりしてきたんだな。
ただ生きるだけではなく、生活を理解したときに本物の人間になれる。
But maybe he's right about his mother.
でも今回の件で新たなヒントを得たよ。人間になるのはただの始まりに過ぎない。人間としてどう決断して、人間の家族とどのような関係を築いていくのか。多くの人からすると、この数日に起きたことはただの恐ろしい不気味な出来事として。
Oh yeah, it was just a family squabble.
それは生きることの一部なんだ。
Just a small little fight between siblings that involved the entire city of Mondstadt.
これから僕の兄弟は前のように自由に生きることはできないだろう。彼も僕と同じよう
Yeah,
に
Durin now will also have to get a life.
人間という枷と共に生きていく。
But he already has friends, you know, he has a brother, he has Head Guy, who's also an artificial being. So they can kinda, you know, relate to each other. Even though they were created under very different circumstances and with very different methods.
まあ、そもそも母が特殊だからね。この世界には様々な家庭がある。小さな店に根を張る人もいれば、僕たちは多分庭園に根を張っているんだろう。
Still sees himself as a gardener, huh?
僕も立派な庭師になった。
Well, as long as you feel like you've gained something from the experience. We have gained a cool new character design that they don't want to show to us. Seriously, if this quest ends without them actually showing us Mini-Durin again, I'm gonna be mad. But I think they're actually just gonna leave it at that, just a little teaser. And then at some point they're just gonna drip market him as a playable character. At least I hope so.
どうやらナベリウスを飲み込んだ後、もしそうだとしたら僕は心から嬉しく思うよ。彼女だって生まれた時から狂気じみていたわけじゃないからね。
ナベリウスを飲み込んだ？
What's Naberius?
生の失勢だよ。
Name of the ruler of life. Oh, so the opposite of Ronova, who was the ruler of death, right? And he's saying that Rhine-Dottir devoured the ruler of life. Yeah, I mean, that warrants a shocked face like that. What the heck? How?
この間アリスさんが教えてくれたんだ。けど正直
Oh, and he's just like, yeah, I knew she would do that.
驚きを
And
感
it
じ
seems
てい
like
る
it happened not long
師
ago.
匠は遅かれ早かれそうしていただろうからね。
Well, that's definitely gonna be important at some point.
それにナベリウスは完全に消えたわけではなく、彼女と融合しただけに過ぎない。
Okay, so they just kind of fused.
僕が今回の協力に感謝するよ。
When Mini-Durin finally appears in the Archon Quest, it's gonna be insane. Like, she was already powerful before, but now she's devoured or fused with the ruler of life. Like, how freaking powerful is she now? Like, probably more powerful than, like, all the Archons at this point, right? Maybe even more powerful than Runover.
そう言ってもらえて少し気持ちが楽になったよ。後で神団長に報告するとき、この喜びも共有しておこう。騎士団本部に行くのか？報告頑張れ。
Yeah, good luck with the report.
それじゃ。
And bye. See ya. It really was a special one, yeah.
しかもウィンドブルーム祭の期間中にだなんて。そうだ。ウィンドブルーム祭のスターが決まったけど、今年の風の花って
I don't
何に
know.
なるんだろうな。
パイモンは何だと思う？
I guess Venti's gonna tell us.
金曜野郎。用事は終わったのか？
風の花を教えに来てあげたよ。今年は
This is
セシリア
Celia.
の花さ。
Yeah, okay. It's quite fitting because I'm pretty sure that's his ascension material.
遊興者の真心。情緒あふれるこの言葉は、まるでこの季節の風のようだ。旅人、手を出して。
Okay.
君とアルベドが魔女会の試練に無事合格して、魔女たちは大喜びだったよ。
Oh, what are we getting? What is our reward?
君、これは魔女からのプレゼントだ。中には無二の秘密が隠されている。
Oh, a secret that will reveal itself when the time is right.
待つようにね。
No need to open it right away, but I wanna know what it is.
なんだか不思議な感じだな。魔女らしいっちゃ。
So yeah, this is definitely gonna be important for a future Archon Quest.
君ほどふさわしい人はいないって送り手が言っていたよ。安心して受け取ってくれ。
Okay, thanks. I don't know what it is, but thanks.
僕はただの使い走りだけどね。でも、僕も人助けをしたわけだし、ご褒美をもらってもいいと思うな。
You want us to buy you a round of drinks?
今回は大活
Yeah,
躍だった。
Paimon had the same thought as me.
じゃあ、お酒をおごるっていうのはどうだ？
本当に？約束だよ。すっぽかさないでね。
Yeah, okay, let's go to the tavern.
後で酒場に
Let's go to the Angel's Share. Rosaria's probably there as well right now.
嬉しくて今にも空を飛んじゃいそうだ。やっぱりお祭りって素晴らしいね。
It's like this fest was made for me or something. Well, something tells me that it was literally made for you.
賛美される愛は消え、渓谷に残るは災いのみ。
Ending it off with a rhyme. I'm guessing this is where the actual quest ends. No, Venti still has more to say.
救いの勇士はまだ現れないのか。
More rhymes.
風に漂う香りを捉えるがごとく。
Eula and
心の
Amber.
奥底を見通す者が
And Mika, I guess, is
い
there
ず
as
れ
well.
訪れる。さすれば不滅の悲嘆は拭われ、しじまの輝きへと歩んでいけるだろう。
Okay, there we go. It's over. And yeah, we did not get a proper look at Mini-Durin's human form. I mean, I'm gonna go to Albedo's office real quick just to check, but I don't think he's gonna be there. Yeah, as expected, he's not here. Oh man, I really wanted to see him. Oh well, it is what it is. Anyway, this was a very good quest. I really enjoyed it. I just loved going back to Mondstadt, seeing all the Mondstadt characters again. Some of my favorites like Jean. And, you know, just having them all be involved in such a great story quest, or, you know, Archon Quest actually, where we even got to see the creation of a potentially playable character in the future. And we got some connections to really awesome events from the past. Which, you know, again, I already said it several times, but they really should make it so that we can replay those quests, or that newer player can, you know, play them for the first time to get some more context for this Archon Quest and potential future Archon Quests that are gonna reference events. But yeah, overall, I would give this quest a 8 out of 10. It was very good. I enjoyed it. And I just love Mondstadt. So yeah, that's it for this video. Tell me in the comments what you think about this Archon Quest, and I hope you enjoyed my reaction to it. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, have a nice day.